Yes, everyone, you know what time it is. It's your boy Jack and Sean, and eventually Dave will be in here. But we are kicking it off, everybody. The FA Cup watch along brought to you by Sean, myself, and Dave on the Irish Hotspur. That crew that you're looking forward to. Sorry for the little late kickoff. That's completely my fault. Was trying to get actually the game situated and try to get the match streams and all that sort of stuff. It seems like when it comes to FA Cup day, it's always a little complicated, that sort of manner. But everybody, hopefully you're still with us. Hopefully you've smashed that like button as well, everybody, because I do see already plenty in here. So please, everybody, do smash that like button. That'd be very kind of you all. But Sean, before I get to the chat and greet all these beautiful faces and all these beautiful names, I mean, the lineup, I mean, your quick impressions. I mean, anybody that you're excited about, that you're interested in. Of course, Harry Kane being left out. Sonny is starting. The likes of, I think, what is it, Pedro Porro, the postman. I was saying to you
Yeah.
earlier, he could be delivering the crosses today. He's out for delivery, DHL style. Any kind of, yeah, I mean, feel free. Any comments, anything that we feel like, you want to touch on right away.
No, I went into the kind of lineup saying I don't really care what 11 we put out. We should have enough about us to put to take this team to the source. However, I'm conscious of the way that Bristol City played against Manchester City last night. Man City are a better team than us. Sheffield United are a better team than Bristol, and Bristol took them, to task in the first 45 minutes, despite Man City scoring early. And so I don't think we should like undermine or devalue or kind of disregard the threat that they pose. But at the same time, I was confident with whatever 11 they wanted to put out. But I wasn't expecting this specific 11. I wasn't expecting to see both Perisic and Porro at the wing backs, which I do think are potentially a problem.
Is this a
Too
game
much.
that you could risk that just quickly? Is
Well,
that,
yeah.
yeah,
If you were going to trial both of them together, then this is probably the best game to trial
right.
it. But
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think you do that, and at the same time also rest Romero for Sanchez. We
I'm with
saw
you there.
Sanchez
I'm with you there.
alongside Porro got torn apart against Leicester, that are not a particularly great team. Sheffield United are not like they haven't got the brilliant squad out either, so I'm not like massively worried. But I do think it's probably a little bit too much risk with how offensive we are down the wings, plus the Sanchez for Romero thing. And then I'm excited to see Højbjerg and Sarr. Haven't seen that combo yet,
Mm.
and I'm excited to see that. So that's a positive. And then in the front three, look, I think I was with Dave's opinion on this one when it first came out. I don't really see the benefit of starting Lucas Moura, if I'm honest. I'm not saying that it's going to be a bad thing. Like he can do a job for
Yeah,
us tonight,
everybody
but I
wanted
don't
to see
really.
Danjuma.
Yeah, I
Everybody
don't
wants.
really see
Yeah.
the benefit of playing a guy who's definitely going to leave at the end of the season when you have a guy that, if you give some minutes to, possibly could become someone that you might want to sign in the summer. So it's a bit of a weird one. For me, I don't mind. I'm okay with it. I'll stand by it. I'm okay with any particular 11. I think we've got enough about us. I've still had plenty of bets that we're going to score 2-3 goals, and I'll talk about those in a second if you want to
5 minutes before we go, like
Yeah, yeah.
whatever the hell I'm saying, stop me for Sean's back corner, please.
We'll get
A
there.
big
Yeah,
emergency alert. We'll do a big emergency
but
alert. Everybody's got to do the back corner.
yeah, but naturally, mate. Listen, I think that I think it's a little bit more risk than I think I was open for. Like I was okay with any 11, but this one is a little bit too risky. If I'm honest,
I
you
see
know.
your points. And also where I was also a bit concerned is Pedro Porro, I think, wasn't helped out by Tanganga being behind him last time. Maybe Sanchez could be better, but let's be honest, it's not like I'm going to say that, with confidence he could be any better or even make that sort of prediction that he could be. But I agree with you. I think Romero, in order for Pedro Porro to probably, again, get a better sort of kind of kickstart to his career here at Spurs, would have benefited much more from having a Romero behind him. Then again, you have to manage sometimes some of these players because they are going to start playing every 3 to 4 days now. And it
Yeah.
felt like maybe this was a game where you could rest players, and maybe he's gone for a lot of rest. And I feel like
Okay,
this
though. It's
is
okay.
this is the right match to do it. But I agree, Sean. Maybe, like you said, some potential banana peels and some potential ones that could come through because of certain lineup, picks and whatnot. I also
Yeah.
agree with you. I wanted to see Danjuma as well. I have no interest in seeing Lucas Moura. The only benefit maybe could be that he does help out defensively when he is fully fit and when he's fully up for it. He does help out defensively, and maybe he could help out Pedro Porro a little bit by doubling up on the wings, and maybe that
Hmm.
could help him out. The Lewis Park, Mark is in here. Dyer and Sanchez, dear oh dear. I think it's better than Tanganga, honestly. I think Tanganga's looked actually worse than Sanchez, Mark, but it's good to see you in here. Sue Smith is in here as well. Really appreciate you, Sue Smith. The Lewis Park has grabbed the fan show membership. The Lewis Park, feel free to come on tonight, my friend, if you would like. I think we might be running one, but don't hold me to it, but we could be running one tonight, the Lewis Park. And especially if you want to come on, I would love to have your debut. Ian Cook says, good evening, guys, and everybody in the chat. Big yourself up, Ian. We also have Dave Holston saying, come on, you Spurs. Big yourself up, Dave. Moldy Pickle. Really want to see some sparks of Poro tonight. Show us why we bought you, lad. Pedro Poro, the postman. He's out for delivery, Moldy. Don't you worry. He also has Richarlison in the box, which is an excellent person to be delivering those crosses into. The Lewis Park using a fan show membership here, saying, big up, everyone. Confident of a good performance today. Richie to grab himself his first domestic goal for us. Come on, you Spurs. I don't want to do a leak on your bets, Sean, but I would make a prediction Richie could be involved in a bet.
He's involved in. I've had 3 bets, and they're all £5 bets. But he is involved in, I think, all of them. If I'm honest, yeah,
he's involved in all of them. Well,
I think he's involved. I'll go through them at the end of the game, but yeah, at the end before the game starts. But I think he is. He's a goal scorer in all 3 of my bets. So if Richarlison doesn't score today, then I'm at least down 15 quid. I might even have, because I've only had a £5 on each bet, I might even have another couple of bets just because I fancy it. It's a FA Cup night. I get a bit more flamboyant. Do you have any particular like outcomes, Jack? Like, let me know. Like, give me some crazy scenario that you would like to see, and I
think Lucas Moura has a good chance of an assist, despite me doubting him coming in tonight. I feel like him and Richarlison, it could either go poorly or it could go well. But you could see them maybe doing some crazy little one-touch passing with each other, some little flick-ons. I think you know what I'm picturing here, right? Where they could be a little, if they chemistry is right between the two, if they're trying to create and be a bit ingenuitive, or maybe make something out of nothing, you could see Lucas Moura and Richarlison combining well.
So how about this? So I'm going to go for anytime assist, Lucas Moura, anytime goal scorer, Richarlison. Give me a goal. Give me a
I would almost go. Is there a thing such as anytime goal or assist?
Yeah, there is.
I would do that for Lucas. I would do that for Lucas.
Oh, okay.
I would do that for Lucas.
And then I need like a specific score line to give me the odds that make it make sense.
I'm gone for a 2-0 personally, because I think Richie is going to be getting a diving pen that VAR won't be able to pull back, because that's my dream. Because in these games with no VAR, I would love to get a penalty that's undeserved.
All right, so we're gonna get 2-0 to Tottenham, and Lucas Moura to score or assist at any point in the game. We've got 15-1. My little treat to you, my man. I'm going to put a £5 bet on it. If it comes in, £75 is going your way. Lovely jubbly. There you go. There's the bet.
I look forward to seeing you in London, Sean, and we'll be dining out on some Brazilian. We'll be dining out at a Brazilian steakhouse, maybe with
a Corona, a kind of bottles of Corona. That's Mexican, isn't it? Give me, what's the Brazilian beer?
I don't know what the Brazilian beer is, but they do have nice steaks, Sean, and with £75 return, I mean, certainly steaks.
We could get ourselves something nice. Yeah.
But just quickly, also, Sean, he is saying the Lewis Park with his member super chat. He's saying as well that he does want Richie to grab that first domestic goal here for us. But I feel like Richie, I know we're missing Kane tonight and missing that creativity, but Richie is a presence in the box, and he could be a handful for them, I feel like.
Yeah. Listen, I think that we should look. I've said it 1,000 times. You know what? It almost like I realize now, like having said this, I've prescribed my opinion on Richarlison recently, I've stumbled across almost like a philosophy for now why I understand why people are why they say the things they do in other opinions, where they can protect themselves and they can kind of bet on both outcomes. I'm saying that I've never been a massive fan of Richarlison as a player. I didn't really support this signing, but this week I'm supporting him. I want him to start in the 9 ahead of Harry Kane, and I hope he scores a goal. And it's like, it's a lose-lose situation. If he doesn't play well, then your opinion about him stands true. If he does do well, then you're happy because you called it. So I now understand why some other content creators behave the way that they do, because they get to kind of play both sides of the oche, if that makes sense, Jack. I personally don't want to get down that track. I feel like Richarlison whilst I don't
He
necessarily
could disappoint tonight at the same time, like, and completely unmatch the
yeah,
expectations. Yeah.
I do want Richarlison to come in and bang a hat trick tonight. I really want his Tottenham career to kick off, and there is no better night. He's finally getting the chance, hopefully in the number 9. Let's see what he does. There could be a worldie, an overhead bicycle kick akin to the World Cup. I'd love it if Richarlison shed some tears this evening for scoring an absolute beautiful goal and getting his career off, because it's been a long time coming, and I'm really
Yeah.
come on, Richie, do it for us.
You're such a
bet on Richarlison shedding tears when he scores. He was angry the other night. There's a possibility.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure Betfair has the market on whether or not Richarlison will cry.
yeah.
I have put a lot of bets on Richarlison tonight, Dave. I've had 4 bets now. One of them is for Jack. 3 of them are mine. You give me a bet. I'll put a fiver on for you, Dave. Whatever you like. You create a scenario, couple like a score line, a goal, and an assist, or whatever you fancy, and I'll put it on for you, buddy.
What a crazy man Sean is for being able to, see things from different angles, change his opinion when the evidence comes, and all these things. What a crazy man this guy is, everybody. But big yourself up, Lewis Park. Mary W, it's really good to see you as well. Rick C, hopefully you're keeping well as well, Rick C. Tony Austin, it's good to see you as always, Tony Austin. King Hoddle, Dave, he's in here. Maybe you can greet King Hoddle here. He's saying, looking forward to our 7th last 16th game in the last 8 seasons. We failed to progress in 4 of them: Palace, Norwich, Everton, and in the likes of what was it again, Middlesbrough. But I can't see a repeat tonight. We will progress. Come on, you Spurs.
Yeah, look, I've seen their lineup, Jack. A lot of their first team players are on the bench. No John Egan, their best centre back. I'll be honest, Jack. I feel like lighting up a Cuban. I feel like, I don't drink, but I feel like whipping out a can. Honestly, I think we're in for a nice, easy night tonight.
What was going on over there at Weird Time TV? What was?
I'll crack one open for you, mate. I've got my cider ready to go. Waiting.
You guys were more than positive over there. More than positive. I love it.
Look, I think, I'm not a fan of Dyer being captain either, by the way. I just thought I'd put that out there. That's my only negative. Sanchez beside Porro may be something to look at. But, I look at their lineup. I don't see them causing us too much problems, if you want me to be brutally honest. Their main guy leading the line is like nearly 40 years of age. He cried when they got through against Wrexham because it's probably his last sort of season, and it's his boyhood club as well. But look, for me, I just think you look at our starting lineup, I think it's very attacking. You look at both wing backs, Perisic, Porro, very attacking, bringing in Sarr into midfield.
Yeah.
He's going to have a bit more energy in there. You've got Lucas. Look, not a fan. I think we should have played Danjuma ahead of Lucas considering he's leaving. You've got Richie up front looking to score goals. Look how angry he was coming off against Chelsea. He challenged that in the right way tonight. He's going to be a fucking animal. He's going to be hard to deal with. You've got Sonny back in there. Only seen a couple of minutes off the bench against Chelsea. Was on the bench for the game before that against West Ham. He has a point to prove. Perisic has a point to prove. Porro has a point to prove. Sarr wants to get into the starting lineup. And I just look at it. I think our team is going to be should be very, very hungry tonight compared to this Sheffield United team. And I just think we've got players that might want it a bit more tonight.
I love it. So many more people that I also have to say hello to, but I do have to speed it up a little bit. George Hill, you absolute legend, saying, big up, lad. Let's get one step closer to winning this thing, Jack. We have to put the Emmer GOAT agenda on hold today. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Harris Army. Come on, you Flat Cap Army. Patty Higgins saying, big up, lads, and fellow watch-alongers. Big yourself up. Patty, the regular. Big up, everyone. Important game today, and hopefully my birthday luck can get us through to the next round. Everybody, you know what to do. Wish the regular a happy birthday. You absolute legend, the regular. Really do appreciate your consistent support. It's good to have you in the streams of late as well. I've been seeing in you a lot of lately. So everybody, big up the regular. What a good name as well. Tequila 316, good to see you in the house as always. Mary W, you absolute legend. And then Welsh Gal in here with a super chat. Big yourself up, Welsh Gal, saying, big up, lads. Let's keep the momentum going from the Chelsea match. We want to progress in the competition and perhaps bring home a trophy. That's exactly what we want to be doing, Welsh Gal. And this is honestly our best opportunity to do so. I mean, the road has been made quite easy for us with all the other sort of Premier League teams that have been knocked out. Of course, we know the likes of West Ham or Man United. One of them is going to be gone tonight. Leeds were knocked out. The likes of even Leicester City were just knocked out for our convenience. So Welsh Gal, I mean, it is a much, much more realistic, I think, opportunity than usual to get one of these domestic trophies. And normally I feel like the path is quite hard, but this year it's a lot easier than usual. That's what I would say, a lot easier than usual. Really do appreciate your support, and I look forward to having a good IPA in chat next week. Big up Sebas Wolf saying we're going to be just fine, guys. Big yourself up. Sebas Solista is in here. Big up Sean and Jack. Hope not too many sirs tonight. Thanks for playing the tune on the show earlier. My son now thinks I'm pretty cool or slightly cool. Come on, you sirs. Big up Solista. I love that song. And also as well, absolutely. I mean, some people enjoy the sirs, but you never want too many. It's never a good thing if there are too many sirs. You're absolutely right, Solista. I really do appreciate you. Jason Bell's in here. We got R Green as well. You absolute legend. Derek Hutchinson too. Emily Dunn with a super chat. I have the Mr. Sheen ready. Come on, you Spurs.
I think it's supposed to be a silver polish, Jack. Yeah. I'll tell you quickly. So basically, we're having a bit of a laugh. I don't even know how my missus got brought into it, but you know, when we're comparing me to the FA Cup, I'll let everyone else sort of make their minds up on that.
Alrighty then.
It's supposed to be silver shine. It's supposed to be silver shine.
Polish the silver, everybody. Kay is in the house with a super chat. Big yourself up, everybody, saying big up, lads. Time for the lads to put in a shift. That's certainly right. And a lot of people who normally don't get a lot of playing time who need to put in a shift and prove why they are Premier League standard. Isn't that right, Kay? Big yourself up, my friend. United Spurs of America is in the house saying Sean's younger brother is in here.
Oh, hi Jacob. Yeah. That dickhead Sean, he's off doing something. He's waxing his beard or something. But I've stepped in tonight.
Love it. Daniel Larson's saying Sean Pierre goal today. Bet on that. He's saying you should be considering Pierre.
You know what? I was going to do that and I forgot all about it. Dave, I've got a fiver for you. I've given Jack his fiver. He's picked his. Give me one. Who do you fancy? You can pick anything you want, any combo you want, but a £5 bet. Give me a score. I'd suggest, to make it interesting, a score line, maybe a goal scorer, maybe a double scorer, maybe an assist, whatever you fancy. What do you?
Right, so go Richarlison with 2 goals, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg assist anytime, and Tottenham to win 3-0.
Wow. Okay. Can do. Let's have a look. What are we doing here? We are going to goal scorer market. Richarlison, 2 or more goals. Yep. 2 or more. Okay. And then anytime assist was Pierre-Emile Højbjerg.
Yeah.
And it was 2-0 Tottenham?
3-0.
3-0 Tottenham.
Yeah.
You have got yourself a 261 to 1. That £5 bet. If that comes in, I owe you £1,300. Why not?
Well, hopefully you exchange it in a dark alley, maybe, just to make that.
Well, I mean, if it comes in for the AC Milan game, we can probably go into the boxes.
Holy shit!
All right, there's a fiver for you. Listen, we all need Richarlison goals tonight. So the entire Irish Hotspur, the flat cap army, everyone tonight is rooting for Richarlison. We need as many goals.
Every
as possible
touch will be hyper analyzed. Every touch is going to be hyper
analyzed. 100%. Look, it brings a bit of spice to what is going to be an easy game for Tottenham. Just quickly, happy birthday, the regular. Big up, my man.
Everybody, yeah, exactly right. Remind yourselves, wish the regular a happy birthday. And Solista as well. P.S. Solista, I believe you say it. You absolute legend. What a great song, and really do appreciate, honestly, it made my day, and it was absolutely terrific. I can't wait to, post it even further. Dark Sun G with the super chat saying, I love the lineup because it's Richie and Lucas. Dyer is captain, though. Dave?
Yeah, I don't understand. I think it's because he's been here so long. That's probably why he's been given the armband. He's sort of done it with Sanchez last round, Dyer this round. I mean, who next? Krusty the Clown? You know what I mean? It's absolutely ridiculous. I would have given it to Son personally. I think if anybody sort of deserved it, it would have been Son or Zinedine Salzburg. Yeah, or Salzburg. But to give it to Dyer, I mean, I'm just bored of it. I'm just bored of it in these cup games. Honestly, just give it to someone in the stands, one of the away fans tonight at this point.
Yeah.
Give it to the mascot.
Yeah.
Big day that we need from Richie and Lucas. I'm excited for that sort of combination, Dark Sun G. I told Sean that I think it could work out. So it potentially something to look out for. Ian Cook with a super sticker, and he's lifting the weights here, and he's just saying, keep it up, boys. And I'm
Come
liking
on.
it. I like it, Ian Cook. He's getting big and, kind of ripped like Emerson and Richie and Romero. He's in there in the gym. He's doing the Conte training regime. I like it, Ian.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? We just get everybody excited about Tottenham again, because we enjoy the wins when they come around and people are excited about Tottenham again. So let's enjoy it while it's here. Big up, Ian.
I also love as well. It's actually showing up. It's actually showing up on the YouTube as well. Like, the actual graphic as well. Looks gorgeous, Ian. Really appreciate it, my friend.
Yeah, it's pissing down over there. It's absolutely pouring down.
Yeah.
You can see it on the telly where I am looking at on BBC. It looks like it's absolutely pouring down.
Yeah,
in Sheffield tonight. Absolute sheets. Happy birthday to the regular. I didn't hear Jack say it, but I'm seeing it in the comments. Well done, mate. How old are you?
The regular.
How old are you?
Jeez, you can barely see whoever that is.
It's pouring down. Let's go, Tottenham. We're about to go. Oh wait, I've got to press pause.
The link is in the sorry about that, Sean. The link is I put it in there a second time if you need it. The link is in the private chat for you.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go and get my Sky thing. 1 second. I'll be back, guys. I'll be back.
Big up Kenneth, Tottenham Hotspur in the building as well. Absolutely big up, Kenneth. Come on, my man. Send it in Salzburg today. Let's go. And Jack, I think we have another one there from Dark.
Yeah, just a sec. I have to do the clock. Yeah, the clock is working. There we are. Everybody sync up with us. Take Dark Sun G's.
Yeah, I'll take it. So Dark Sun G says, I'm really happy to see Cutie Romero plus Kane out there today. He says, I hope Kane given a rest today on the bench. I hope Porro can do great today. Let's hope we can get the job done and not see Kane or Romero today. I think that's an absolutely huge point by Dark Sun G. It would be nice to get the job done without having to bring on Kane or Romero and even just put them out there, Look, I'm expecting a big performance from Porro tonight, Dark Sun G. I don't know about you. I think he owes us one. Look, I'm not going to make too much out of his debut. I think when you look at the player, I think there's definitely quality there. No problems about that, and I think he's going to come good. But he does owe us a big performance tonight. Nice, short, confident performance. Get some good crosses in the box, and let's see how we fare. But the biggest point is no Kane, no Romero, and hopefully we don't need them. Absolutely spot on, Dark Sun G. Love the way you pointed that out, brother.
Good man, Dark Sun G. Vince Vega, really good to see you. Carl Higgins, Ethan Woods, you absolute legends. Of course, Wolf Mauler, always good to see you, Wolf Mauler. We also have Dave Janola in here. Ribsy85, hello, Mr. Ribsy85. Foggy Foam is in here. The Spurs fan is in here.
Oh, it's cleared. It's their long throws. They're a threat.
Well done, Lucas. Clear way. Good, maybe counterattack here. Ooh. Daniel Sandoval, really good to see you. Foggy Foam, really good to see you. Xavier, good to see you as well. Ray Hill, always good to see you as well, my friend. Skunk Works, you absolute legend. And Terry Wright and Kenneth Tottenham Hotspur, another hello from myself. Good to see you, Kenneth Tottenham Hotspur. Everybody, really do appreciate you all tuning in. And sorry if I did miss anybody, but you were all really absolute legends for tuning into this watch along. And I really do appreciate it. Hit the like button if you feel like it as well, especially if you do enjoy these watch alongs.
Yeah, big up, everybody. Hopefully we can get the win for you guys at home. FA Cup, bit of a carnival atmosphere, less pressure on us today with no Premier League. So, look, hopefully we can just enjoy it and get the job done. But good early signs between Richarlison and Lucas Moura linking up there until Sheffield United cut it out. But it was good early signs. We've gone for a long throw ourselves down the line.
Sir!
Free in. Surely, oh my God.
All over him. Big up NJ123, Scooter Reacts, Cool Sexy Football. Big yourselves up.
Jeez, I hope they brought a second jersey for Richarlison because he's going to need it if they're going to grab out him like that.
No, it's going to be already soaked. I mean, they're already pushing him deep into the mud here.
He's just absolutely abused him. I don't understand how that's not free in. Like, that's a blatant free kick. The rain adds a little bit of a different perspective. I wonder how many of our players want to be out there.
Did they go for like a 3-5-2? Oh, over the top.
Oh, look at Sanchez here. Fuck's sake, Sancho.
Jesus fucking Christ. Porro.
Poor loses there. He gets picked. Top of the box.
Koulibaly.
Top of the box. Gets blocked by Porro. Goes out for a corner.
Sanchez has got to do better with that first ball that comes across and stop putting people under pressure like that.
It's pouring down with rain.
Big up Spurs 89. Big up Dan Coys, you absolute legend.
Come on. It's a Sheffield United corner, and they're just going to slow down every set piece and just camp in our half when they can.
Why? It hasn't rained in London for like ages. What's going on? It's absolutely tipping it down. It changes the entire dynamic of the game.
Oh! Like they
This
won
is
that.
where they're going to be dangerous, Sheffield United, from these set plays. They make a living off these.
Ahmed Hadzic. Can't wait to say that name a lot.
Poor header. Could have got a better header on there.
Oh, what a name. What an itch name there. It's so long.
Do you need 5 minutes, Jack?
Great name. Oh, into Højbjerg. Nice little layoff into Davies. He kind of sends along.
What the fuck is that? We've got to turn up tonight. I can already get, in the first 3-4 minutes, I already get the feeling that there's a little bit of a lackluster fucking energy. Come on, Tottenham. Wakey fucking wakey. Come on, Eric Dyer. Okay, well done. Well done. That's
Cushion
it,
little pass by Højbjerg. Given away by Davies. Davies giving it away for fun here, Davies.
Wait,
come on! Wakey fucking wakey!
Porro.
Andrew Porro! Andrew Porro! Jesus Christ!
Jeez, there's nerves. How's there's nerves? Like, just take it down and chill out. Just relax a little. Jesus Christ, why are you so nervous?
Big up, Lazy 8. Good to see you in here, my friend. Lineup is you got Sanchez right side at center back. You got Forster in goals. Who nice little pass out to Ben Davies, who's at left side at center back. Moonhead is playing through the middle, by the way, Nick. You also have Højbjerg and Sarr in midfield. Perisic at left wing back. You got Pedro Porro, the postman, at right wing back. You got Richarlison up top through the middle. My man, Big Richie through the middle. And then you got Sonny wide out left and Lucas playing right wing.
What is that?
What the fuck is that?
Oh my God. They need to wake up.
I'm trying to fucking wake up, Perisic. Jesus Christ, mate.
Very slow
start.
start.
What are you doing? What's fucking...
I agree. I'm sharing your concerns, Sean. It's a very slow start.
Oh, I'm angry, mate. It's a shit, sloppy, typical fucking start. FA Cup against a lesser league team. Oh, we'll just fucking rock up like we did against Forest, like we did against Middlesbrough. Same bollocks. Come on, Richarlison, fucking show some fight.
You would think, Sean, they would be shown like the game that they had last season against Middlesbrough before this game, just to remind them.
He even mentioned it, Jack, didn't he? Still only mentioned it in the press conference.
You're right.
We remember Middlesbrough. We're not going to do that again. Well, first 5 minutes.
And anybody who wants to see more Sean Spurs talk show in the chat there for you, everybody.
Perisic with a long throw.
Thanks, mate. What sort of throw is that?
Where the fuck? There's no one
What
there.
sort of fucking throw is that?
Jesus Christ. Do not do that again.
He's pulled out the pitching wedge there, or like a fucking lob wedge.
Hand wedge.
Looks like he needs a towel. I mean, it looks like Sheffield United players were given a towel. We didn't get one.
Oh my God. You can't even string 2 passes together.
Maybe these Nike kits are too waterproof. You can't even wipe the ball off.
Well, they've got the right scuba kit on today, don't they?
Yeah, the scuba kits, Dave. I mean, it's waterproof. That you can't wipe the ball off. Can't wipe the ball.
Is there VAR? Is there VAR tonight? There's not.
No VAR. We're hoping for a nice Richie dive.
Win the fucking ball!
Ooh, keeper sends it out wide here. Nice little press though from
like
Pedro. All over him, Pedro. Win that, son. Misses the tackle.
He's had a bad start to the game, Porro.
He had a bad start to his career in England.
Oh,
Richie!
Richie!
Come on, Lucas.
Richie! Go!
You got it.
Your decision making.
Oh, into Richie! Oh!
Sir!
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 Oh!
Was that Lucas?
Lucas, interception.
He looks taller.
I
thought it was Richie.
That should be 1-0 up. That's the chance you got to take. Get the early goal.
That's such an early chance to kill the whole crowd. You kill the whole crrowd with that chance. Let's go, boys. Come on. Push forward, Davies. Come on, Davies.
Let's go.
What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Oh, there you are, Sarr. Oh. Win it again, Davies. Win it again.
Fucking hell. You got to take these chances. You got to do that sort of shit first time, Lucas. And you know what? We could have been, if Lucas did that and then put the ball across to Richie and Richie tucked it away, all of our bets are still very much on, especially Jack's that had the fucking chance to have Lucas on there as well.
Do you know what? I'm getting they feel like they can win this. They're spreading out a bit. They're making this an open game.
The weather. It's the weather's not good either. Come on.
Oh my
Oh,
lord!
no,
Oh my! I can't believe
That's Sanchez. Sanchez. Jesus fucking Christ.
I can't believe I just witnessed that. He's panicked and there's no one around him. There's 2 Spurs players and he finds a Sheffield United player. That's worrying.
Come
Anyway.
on, Tottenham. Let's go, Pape. Let's go, Daddy Sar.
Richie, that's loose, but it's okay.
Come
Lucas.
on, Lucas. He looks
Good
tall
borrow.
to me. He looks a lot taller. Oh, what's
Oh,
going
he's
on?
enjoying himself out here.
Oh, go on, Lucas.
Richie.
Oh,
Son.
what play? Sonny! Oh, block
Hey,
shot. Let's go. Lucas
This is better.
This is better. Now, come on, Tottenham.
Sanchez. Salzburg. Papa Musasar. Gone out to Davies. Come back inside to Yaya Torre.
Have a hit, maybe.
Beautiful into Richie to Sonny.
Oh,
Lucas.
he's taking it off, Sonny. He's taking it off him. He picked it up for him and he took it off him.
Sar, ooh, he's going into trouble here. I like the pressing here. I do. We're pressing high.
Yeah. It looks like Porro doesn't really quite understand what's asked of him right now.
Daniela Zito heard around the ground. She's heard around the ground, everybody. She has the earpiece on. She's saying Grimsby are 1-0 up.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
really? Who are they playing?
They're playing
Southampton.
Premier League, right?
Southampton.
Southampton. I told you, we're going to get Grimsby in the quarters.
Big up, Daniela.
Oh, when is
Big
the
up, Daniela.
I need to check, see when the draw is.
My favourite girl's name, Daniela. I think it's a lovely name.
Ahmed Hodzic. Is it a 3-5-2 again, boys? I might have interrupted you when you did answer me that they're playing right now.
No, really, it always looks like Lucas is playing central.
No, what I mean for Sheffield.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think it is a 3-5-2.
Oh, nice little pressure from Moonhead. Win it again. He's a crazy man.
Sonny. What are you holding back for? You've had the last 2 games on the bench. Sprint towards it.
Nicely done.
Sorry,
Pierre.
but it does look to me like Lucas is playing.
Look at Pedro here. Lovely composure. Love that.
I think they're just rotating between the 2 of them, Richie. And
I don't mind that. I don't mind it. I like that dynamic, that fluidity. I like it. Yeah, Richarlison's back now in the 9. That's okay.
Into Salzburg. He's looking for options. He goes back to Davinson.
No look pass from Sanchez.
I mean, he couldn't even pass the ball 5 yards a minute ago. Why is he trying no look passes?
Can't pass the ball with his eyes open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please look pass. Please look when you pass.
Davinson.
Let's go, Sancho. Come on, Sancho.
Forster. I love Forster's just first time ability. I feel like Hugo always takes 3 touches just to get that under control sometimes.
Yeah. Move on the ball.
Davies.
Jesus Christ, what's he standing there for? And then he walks.
You got Højbjerg. Oh, Davies,
Oh,
bro, wake up!
Get there! Pay attention!
Jesus, Davies. Do I need to pull you out?
It all started because he stood on the ball for 2 minutes and then ran into a dead alley, the stupid player.
Wake the fuck up, Ben.
Jesus Christ.
They all think they're better than this game. They all think, I'll just take the fucking... I'm just going to turn up tonight. Not a problem. Look at the rain, though. It's absolutely... It's coming in sideways.
The thing is, all we need to do is turn it on for 5 minutes and we're going to beat these handy.
Yeah, or we don't just not turn off for 5 minutes. Because that's another scenario, right? Go on, Richie. Get yourself there, you little... Come on.
Win that.
Win that.
Oh, Lord.
Bambi on ice. Falls over. How many times...
That's what we should have bet on. 15 falls for Sanchez.
How many times are you going to fall over tonight?
15 over par.
Oh, it's good football.
Nice
I'll
win it.
That's good. That's better.
Ooh, big bounce.
Oh,
Lovely. Win it.
Perry, get there.
Oh, unlucky, unlucky.
Get back, Perry. Get back. Win it again. Win it again.
Well done. Now, cushioned header, Davies. Cushion. Oh, good header.
Dyer. Nice touch from Sonny. Nice layoff.
We're going to be fine here. We're going to be fine here. We're going to be fine. Sheffield United have got nothing. They're not even paying attention.
Oh, Perisic.
Richarlison.
Lucas.
Oh, Lucas. Oh.
Carroll.
Sir, he didn't touch him.
Oh. You keep getting Richarlison and Lucas confused.
I know they look.
Well, they also both have a great leap.
But I swear Lucas looks taller than he's ever looked before in his life.
He did have, what is it? What did he have, Sean? Did he have like an Achilles or tendon issues? Maybe he got some tendon extensions or something like that.
Maybe he's wearing those like new 2-inch sole shoes that I see on Instagram all the time.
He got
he looks taller.
He gave himself 2 inches with the surgery.
Bearing in mind that I have to watch this fucking shit on HD, like on standard definition TV. So with the rain as well, it all looks very blurry to me. But
Sonny at the corner. Come on, Moonhead. Look at that. He's got a fresh haircut. He looks like he wants to go.
The moon is shining off of it.
He got the captain's haircut.
Whips it in, Sonny.
Oh, Lucas missing out on that
area.
Pierre Leheuberg.
You got to have a
bounced right in the middle.
Have a crack from distance. This ball is going to spit and fly everywhere.
If you're shooting tonight, shoot along the ground.
Sonny.
Oh, not bad. Not bad.
Make sure it's low because that's going to absolutely fizz off the turf.
Yeah, like Jason Derulo.
Skids off it. Look at Sonny's. Well, look how quickly that skidded there on the bounce.
Yeah, exactly.
On it.
I think Sonny's going to score tonight. The Sonny will score with
Sanchez.
Toro.
Jesus Christ. He's such an idiot. He's such a class A clown.
Even when he's not captain tonight.
Even when you don't want him to be a clown, he just can't help it. He just wants to be. That was, do you know when they ask your kid, what do you want to be when you grow older? He definitely said a clown.
Tyler also said, why is Sanchez a better attacker than he is a defender?
Oh my God!
What are you doing, you fucking clown?
He just fused the fires to my flame, or the flames to my fire.
I'm convinced, though, what Tyler's saying here, lads. He says he's a better attacker than he is a defender. I'm so convinced.
He could be a 7th choice striker.
He could be like a bottom of La Liga striker. He can if he has a career there, if he wants. He could be banging 8 goals a season in La Liga. I could see it.
Could easily do it.
Ooh, Pape. Nice little pressure.
This is a terrible game of football.
Well, I'd like the high press, I'm honestly seeing, boys, because we are trying to win it back.
Loves Music says, Sean, if you need a new TV, let me know. I'll sell them. He said that in the super chat.
Oh no, listen, I've got the best TVs. It's just because I watch it through Sky, and Sky's only in the main room downstairs, and because I haven't transitioned to Sky Q or whatever, they won't allow me to push the HD through to every other TV in the house. It drives me up the wall. It's an absolute mockery. It should be fraudulent. But I do appreciate it. If I do need a new TV, I will reach out.
Well, if you've anything else that you might sell that can help that, let us know, my man. Big up. Sanchez, is that him again? No.
Yeah, it is Sanchez and Sharp.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Daniel Larson says Sanchez is a social experience.
Social experiment, more like. Look, that's 2 missed times challenges. He's so far off it.
He's so bad. £40 million.
Our most expensive ever defender before Romero.
£40 million.
But I don't know if we even paid it in like an installments like we have with Romero. I think we probably just forked over 40 mil.
After watching him defend, I feel like I need to wash my eyes out. It's not right.
Where did we buy him from?
Ajax.
It's not right.
Ajax.
Nice little clearance though. Good clearance there.
Go on, Lucas.
I like the energy from Lucas so far.
Sonny, get up with him. Sonny, get up with him.
Help him, Sonny.
Sonny just standing there, man.
It doesn't work. If one person's pressing, it doesn't work.
Ooh. He almost tries to get onto it. Richie and Lucas pressing well so far.
Son, go after the ball, man. Can't leave it to Richie and Lucas all the time. Look how quick Lucas is to try and get out there. Oh, now he's standing there. Dig.
Well done, Pedro.
Settle down now. Let's get the foot on the ball and just start bombarding them.
Who even is
Who's
that?
this guy to keep showing?
Is it Sheffield's owner?
Must be the F1 guy scouting out to see if he can get one around Sheffield United's track.
By the way, listen, if the worst thing was to happen tonight and we didn't get through.
Don't say it.
Okay, I won't say it.
No, go on, do say it. Go on.
Hold on, Pedro.
I don't want to hear anyone like starting to moan about Daniel Levy and all that usual kind of when we lose it's Levy's fault thing, because this team, this particular 11 should be good enough to be able to get the job done against this particular. We're good, right? We should have a good enough squad to get it done. So
my blame will go straight onto the players, like they always do in these sort of games, because I mean it's just games they should be winning. It's that simple.
Nice, Lucas.
Oh,
lovely.
He's been good. He's been good so far.
Driving. He's played that well. Go on, Perisic.
Whip it in, Perisic. You got a big Richie in there.
Oh, Perry.
That'll do. Just get up in there a half. Now settle down. Now relax.
Lucas is
balls into the box, position people around the edge of the box, whatever. If it comes back out, and we're good.
Daniel Larson, the least technical player Ajax have ever produced, and of course Spurs by him.
They must be embarrassed when they see him, the class of 2014. You know, they must be embarrassed.
The old the reunion every summer. What are you doing here, mate?
Spurs go to Ajax, one of the most technically produced clubs. Yeah, give me your least technical player.
If I was in the Spurs squad, right, and I was having a birthday party and he rocked up, I'd say, look, Davison, I think you need to be out on the pitch learning how to control.
Lovely from Pedro. Lovely from Pedro. Looking good so far.
Lucas, get it in there. Richie's dying for one.
I feel like there's a goal for Lucas here tonight. Lucas is the player that
well, to be fair.
He looks up for it.
He wants it. He wants the ball.
Papa Massar shoots.
Oh.
I don't mind that. I love the fact that he's got the confidence to have a crack from 35 yards. A little bit overconfident, if I'm honest. You're 19 years old, bro. How about, it's nice to see it once, but let's not go over the top with those 35 yards.
He'll score a few there from distance for Tottenham over the years. He will. He's the sort of player. He might not score many, but he will be in, Tottenham's best 100 goals.
I want to encourage it if he's shy of doing it. But now that I've seen him do it from 35 yards, 38 yards, 2 or 3 times, I'm starting to go, all right, relax a little bit, bro. You're 19 years old. Pack it in, right? Look for an easier pass.
Over 240 in the house, everybody. Please smash that like button if you've been enjoying it so far, everybody. Sir, handball!
Lucas, play Richie.
Oh, you got
he's not. He's on. Why didn't you play him? Poro. Lucas.
Sar Dembele.
Yeah, Sar Torre, a.k.a. the Starman.
Whip it now to Porro. Whip it across. Go on. Whip it
across. Lovely little hesitation. Gorgeous.
One more. Now find Pedro Porro, Sanchez.
Give it to someone else.
Pedro Porro, not you. What the fuck is that, bro?
Don't you dare.
Give
it to Pedro Porro. Sanchez, you're not.
They're going over the top of Sanchez. Get that second ball.
Well done, Sar. He's starting to get into this, Sar. Just little touches here and there that give us a bit of time. He's good.
Sorry, but I don't want Davinson Sanchez whipping the ball in deep.
No, you don't.
Neither do I. If
I
Ref!
Oh, he didn't get hurt. I thought he would roll over.
That was naughty, though. That was naughty. Look at that.
Again.
See you later.
Oh,
he was getting ready to deliver us, man. Everyone get your
looked up for it, though. He didn't look phased. He didn't look phased at all by it. You love to see it.
That's a bit of confidence. What you want to see is little moments like that can build the man's confidence.
Yeah, he's taking people on right now. He's looking good by taking people on.
Get your post box open. He's looking ready to deliver.
Heavy touch from Rich. Win it back, son.
That's it. That's
win it back.
Want to see. Make him go long. Turn it over. Thank you very
much.
There
you are. Oh, my Lord.
That'll do.
Poor from Pedro.
That's all right. We're going to get it back now.
You didn't touch him.
That shit.
Shut up, mate. Shut up, you mug.
Sheffield United on the ball now.
Well done.
Go on, Pedro. That's it, Pedro. That was all
Sanchez.
part of you, mate. Win this one, Richie.
Nice, Richie.
Let's go.
Oh! It looks like got deflected or something. Good little flick on from Richie, though.
Why couldn't we just get the rub of the green for once?
We'll be fine. We'll be fine tonight, guys. We'll be fine.
Oh, lovely from Moonhead. Lovely from Moonhead.
That's
Play
it,
him
Moon
through,
Dog.
son. Play him through, bro. What?
Oh, he's done
It's
well.
nice.
Oh, he doesn't touch the ball.
Dyer and Son
Oh.
left it. Oh. Good play by Dyer, though. Fair play.
Big up
Lord,
Sue
it's
Smith.
Moon miss.
Moon miss. Big up Sue.
Poro Salzburg. Poro just wants to tap it around here. Don't start doing dirty stuff. Davies into Perisic. Good
Oh,
ball into Richie.
lovely. And a
Beautiful.
Richie.
They're
You
running
got
off him.
time, Rich. You got
Ref is
time.
pulling out of him.
You got
Pulling
time,
out
Richie.
Perisic on the overlap.
Oh, you got time, baby.
Go on, Richie. Go on, Richie.
Oh, lovely
Oh,
work,
corner.
Rich.
Hold on.
Lovely work.
We're going to score here. I can feel it.
Yeah, there's a goal coming. Just relax, Dave. Smoke up that Cuban. It's coming, bro.
I need
It's
to get
coming.
myself one of them Don hats as well. Do you know the Don suit hats? You know the big ball hats. I need one of them and a waistcoat.
Yeah. You know what? I think that we should all invest
FA
in
Cup
like,
final, I think. Cuban.
No,
and
I think we should all have like a rack of hats to put on, depending on how you're feeling, like a mood hat. Like if you're nervous, if you're confident, if we're cruising, you know, whatever. Like you just transition into certain hats during the period of the game, where however you're feeling. I like that. I might start a business, moodhats.com.
Perisic.
It's
Just
bouncing
out.
around. Sir!
Oh!
Nah, it's not. He's good. Oh, it's a free out. What's he giving that for?
It's to them. It's to them. Moondog hit the back of his foot.
Oh, bouncing around there. Could have nicked one.
I think I'm going to start moodhats.com. Selling.
Oh, it's bouncing around for us there.
How's that a fucking Tottenham foul? That's outrageous.
Keep
I'm
the
not a fan
pressure
of it.
on, though.
I'm not a
Keep
fan
them
of
pressed
Eric's
in
new
here.
haircut.
Keep them pressed in here.
They break the lines.
It's gone out wide.
They're not breaking with any kind of ferocity.
No.
They swing it.
Get there, Pedro.
Oh, well done.
Bro. Oh, nicely done. I thought he
Well,
touched it.
I worry about him aerially. You can't play him against AC Milan when you've got Theo Hernandez and
Leao.
You can't do that. They're both of them are 6'3".
Teo proved to be taller and bigger than we thought too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll dump all over him. So
Someone move for him.
this is the same. I didn't even realize how small he was, Pedro Porro, when we signed him. I would have been a little bit less enthusiastic about him had I known he was 5'7". He's the same as Tariq. No, he'll be fine in certain games. He'll be fine. In other games, he'll be a threat. He'll be a risk because we know
you have to look at the opposition. Yeah, you do have to look at. Sheffield United go long here. Goes out of play for throw in for Spurs right hand side.
Come on, Tottenham.
Feels like they are. I haven't seen them really go down the left at all. It feels like Sheffield just keep going down our right.
Once we score one, we're going to open the floodgates here today. Just not. It's about not conceding and letting them into the game by something stupid.
That'll do.
Sir!
Richie, go on, Lucas.
Oh, lovely
Lucas.
from
Lucas.
Lucas.
Look
Oh,
Lucas.
what a pass
Oh,
as well.
Lucas. Nora!
Get in the
Perisic.
box.
Skin him, son.
Nora.
He's got it still. He's still got it. Play him.
That'd have been Danjuma.
Sir!
Whoa!
Relax, whoa!
Cut his fringe. Look at the state of that. Cut his fringe.
Look at Perisic not getting wound
Oh,
up.
Richie's on. You can't be offside from a throw.
Nicely
Go,
played
let's
back.
go. It's clever. Pop it out. Now pop it in.
No, they're going to look to roll.
Recycle possession, maybe. Nice little pass from Højbjerg.
That's terrible fucking...
Sanchez, don't do anything dramatic. You can't. Just move the ball on.
No, you're not the man to do that sort of thing.
Well done, Lucas.
Look at
He's had a
Lucas.
very good start. He's been bright, Lucas.
He wants everything, doesn't he?
Moonhead to Sanchez. No, he doesn't. He goes straight back to Lucas.
Like that. That's quicker. Skip the man. Now go on, Lucas. Charge.
Oh, love it.
Go on, Richie. Now find Pedro.
Oh, Rich. Come on, man.
So Porro's just hanging on the right wing, waiting to be... that feels a lot like Matt Doherty. No, I'm serious. Like Matt Doherty used to just stand on the right wing waiting to be given the ball. We didn't really get involved too much. And I haven't seen Pedro Porro do anything apart from just wait for the ball on the right, on the very right hand
He seems
side.
more eager, though, to take on his man than Matt Doherty is.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, though. with like just standing on the wing. But when he does receive it, he's much more eager to do something with it.
Sanchez needs to find him now. Sanchez.
Oh, could be off.
Shoot!
Oh, is he on? Is he
way
off?
on as well. He's way on.
He was on. Look at the beak on him.
What movement?
Such a beak.
Yeah, he's got a glorious nose.
Oh, he's off. You're right. No, he's on.
No, he's well on.
Oh, just
Rich, you gotta do better, son. You gotta do better, my son.
You gotta finish that, mate. You gotta finish that, bro. You're supposed to be a striker. Come on, bro.
It's like he keeps snatching at things until he gets that goal. He's so desperate for a goal, he's snatching at it. He just needs to calm it down, you know.
It's not good enough. That's really not good enough. Harry Kane would have put that away.
Pick up Mark New.
It's slippery. You don't fucking get underneath that. You put your toe through it, not your fucking boot through it.
King Hoddle says he should have tested the keeper.
Yeah. Dave, I'm not a football player, right? I never played football in my life, but am I right in thinking when it's slippery and wet outside that you don't get underneath the ball in that situation, right? You kind of like try and
go low.
You go low,
Drive
right?
it low. Yeah.
Use the ground because the ball skids off it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and it'll pick up momentum. You know, so if you're going to curl one in, you try and get a bounce before the goal, and if not, then you try and go low to use the turf to your advantage. But even there, look, you've just got to test the keeper, even if you are going high with it. You know, just test the keeper.
Get it on target. Yeah.
Seems obvious to me. Fuck, man, that was his
pressing
moment.
high here though. Spurs, they're taking every man out of the equation. They have to go long.
He scores that, everything,
and it goes out of play. Well done, good pressing.
I'm not feeling in the slightest bit threatened. I don't want to tempt fate, but I'm not feeling threatened at all by Sheffield United. But like we've had some chances there. Lucas Moura's playing well. You know, come on.
I'm Sean. What I'm most positive about is the pressing from us. I feel like we are eager to. Feels like we are eager to win it back. We look a little rusty going forward at times, like a little just not exceptional, but it feels like we're eager to win it back. Like even right there, I mean, we took every man out of the equation. Like keeper had to go long. He just had to. And so that's good to see.
You're absolutely right. The high line is definitely positive. And, we did the same thing against Chelsea. We played an average higher line that was far higher than we did against Man City and even higher than against West Ham. So it's nice to see that we have this ability to flex and to pivot with our line. Oh, look at that. Let's go. That's good football. Oh, who was that? Pepe Sarr that was pushing through.
Oh, win that. Sir!
Oh, no, someone's down. Perisic is fucked.
I see a few people saying in the chat they're starting to get frustrated. Look, I'm starting to share it a little, but what I would say is none of them have really played together up there. So, I reckon, a second half, it should click properly and we should just put these to bed.
Oh, dirty.
That is a horrendous challenge. He's just taking it top of his knee. If that was VAR... no, it's a follow through rather than it's not vindictive.
It doesn't matter. He's got his studs up though.
But
definitely
no
high boot there. Big sir, exactly right, says Daniel. Definitely a big sir.
Who's that down? Oh, it's Perisic.
Has he given a card?
No.
Wow.
There's no VAR, right? So there's no.
Yeah,
look at the lump on his fucking shin pad. I'm beneath his shin pad.
Something the ref will have to keep an eye on there.
Everybody's saying that's a red.
It is. He's gone over the top of the ball, Sean. He's followed through with his studs up.
Yeah. But he got the ball first, but then you're right. He's followed through. But if there's no VAR, there's no ability for the ref.
There's intention though with what he done there, and it's not the first nibble he's had. I mean, he tried to overlap Ben Davies at one stage.
Yeah.
His jersey.
Raid the chef.
I'm hearing, but what I'm saying is, look at him. He's
Raid the chef. Sean is saying VAR would have definitely checked that and redded that.
Yeah.
It's a nice tattoo.
Nice tattoo. Yeah, I like that.
Does he have his FIFA card on his shin pads? Can I just see his Ultimate Team card on his shin pads?
I'm going to press rewind for a second just to find out, because if you did,
check that out for me. I think I did. Could be wrong.
Hang on.
If he does, what a legend.
No, it's a picture of his kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a picture of his daughter, I think, or his son. Not sure.
Sheffield.
Now I've got to go and find out what time we're back on again. What time are we on? 33.
33, 32. Oh, they're moving this nicely, Sheffield United.
Moonhead, thank you.
Davies clears. Richarlison, go on. Get up. Lucas heads it to nowhere. Sheffield United getting a little period on the ball here. They look to deliver this. Oh, it's a good one too. Get a better crossing angle. It's a good ball in.
Ah!
No, well done, Dyer.
Hold on, Moonhead.
Here. Go on, Richarlison. Get after that.
ESPN commentator saying a total red card, apparently.
Yeah, it's a free out.
Oh, I haven't been listening to your commentary. I need to get it up. I was wondering what was missing.
Something was missing.
So I knew something wasn't making me feel quite normal. Yeah. I was like, I need to. Now I'm involved. Okay.
Grimsby are 2-0 up.
What?
Holy League 2. They're in League 2.
I want them next. That drives the point after this game.
We need to win, says the regular now. Exactly right.
Yeah. Lucas, what's
it'll be
Sure.
Manchester United versus Grimsby.
Oh, yeah.
probably, or City versus Grimsby. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You know it will be. You know, Manchester United had the easiest draw ever for the Carabao Cup for everything.
Sir.
Yeah, so the run to the Carabao Cup was a disgrace.
Yeah, they played nobody tough until they got to the final. And they haven't played anybody tough, I don't think, all the way through to the last 16. West Ham is the toughest game they played, right?
Nice, Pedro. Oh, get there.
Bro? Good idea from
Sheffield
Sarr
clear.
there, though. Well done.
Win it. Oh, come on,
Get
Moon
it back,
Boots.
Moonhead. Missed tackle from Pedro.
Morrow's been disappointing. He hasn't done anything.
Wish he got more crosses in. I feel like I like what he...
Get him on the ball more. Get involved more.
Sanchez keeps whenever we've gone forward, Sanchez gets the ball and decides to not give it to Porro.
Yeah.
He does that with anybody, though, because he can't make more than a 10-yard pass.
Sheffield United cheeky idea there. That was cheeky.
It could be just it could be just him and his missus in a field with nobody else, and he would be uncomfortable to give it to her.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
He pretend like he wouldn't be able to see her.
Come on, we're gonna score off this build up here.
Sanchez, look to your right, bro. You're not even considering Porro.
Yeah, he just refused to give it to him there.
You're not even looking at him.
Oh, nice little pass.
Richie, tidier. There's no need for that. Take the touch there.
Yeah.
You're not stop trying to be Harry Kane, bro.
Yeah, he's not. Exactly.
Good point.
He's not. Come on, Ben. You've got 4 players there. Pick one. One of them is not even on the pitch.
There you are, Pierre. Man on.
One more, Pape. Now,
No,
Sanchez, look for Porro.
Sanchez.
Look for Porro.
Go on, Porro. Let's see what you can do.
Driving it
Nice,
infield.
well
Nice
done.
into Richie.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh,
nice, Rich.
Oh, Porro!
Oh,
Should have shot. Should have had a shot.
Oh,
you
you
should've
want
had a
Porro to take a
that's
hit there.
brilliant play by Porro. Get more
Should have had a
involved.
shot, Pedro.
That's better. Much better from Pedro.
I don't want you to be the guy that always looks for
Sorry.
someone that's the more of the guy. Don't be that guy.
Nah, it's good play there by Porro.
Oh, Ben
Oh, good
Davies.
ball.
Oh, clips it.
Porro's still hanging around there.
Throwing for Spurs.
That's better. That's that bit of composure we need by Porro. That's brilliant. Sanchez, give it to him more often.
Give it to him more often, Sanchez. You fucking
Hold it up,
idiot.
Rich.
Well done. Get a good ball in here.
Whip it in,
No
Perry.
one's asking you.
Whip it in, son.
Jesus.
Whip it in. You had all the time in the world.
All right, that'll do nicely. One more
All right.
time, Sanchez. No, Sanchez, no. No one's asking you to be smart, my man. No one's asking you to be the fucking deliverer of the balls. You're not playing Romero tonight. Just
Lucas.
fucking pass it to Porro. Go on, Lucas. Find Porro.
Nice. Lucas,
Oh.
little flick. Ooh.
Well done, Porro.
I'm fucking
now
annoyed.
for a
I'm
goal
annoyed with
kick.
Sanchez. He's pissing me off, Dave. He's pissing me off, Jack.
I hate him. I hate him as a footballer.
Sanchez is trying to be clever. He's trying to think that I've got to step in and fucking be the commander-in-chief of the back pass. No, fucking just get it across to the right-hand side, you little prick.
He's incredibly frustrated on the ball. And
Big up 24Z. Good to see you in the house, my friend.
Big up 24Z. Good to see you, brother.
Big up 24Z.
Oh, just back to your keeper.
Sanchez, Forster. He's so much better than Lloris on the ball. Holy fuck. I've never seen you do that all season.
What a ball! What a ball!
Delivery.
What a ball!
Yes,
That's like
Sonny!
60 yards.
Sonny! That's good,
60
boy!
yards on
What a
the
ball!
Now he's waking up.
Oh, he's on it again here.
He's on it again!
What a touch. Coming in field,
What
sir.
a touch!
Oh, he's feeling it. He's feeling it.
What we want to see! Oh, it's good
Fire.
ball.
Nice little
Oh,
pass.
ball.
Lucas, sir.
Ah!
Pull it back. Back post.
He's
It's a crossbar.
Perisic.
Oh my god!
Good ball.
Oh.
Oh!
This is better. We're going to score before halftime. Come on, the fuck.
I got to turn off this commentary that you're listening that you've given me. It's awful. It's awful. Whoever's talking on that commentary is so.
I mean, ESPN is Yank Central, so I don't.
Oh,
Sonny!
No, it's not. It wasn't American Jack. It was the English guy. But it was just like, oh, the ball's just hit the bar.
Lucas.
Like he was fucking talking about a walk down the park. Like,
Corner kick to Tottenham. Come on.
let's go!
Good pressure.
Come on, Tottenham!
This is good pressure. Porro he's starting to get into the game. That ball to Sonny, 60 yards onto his toes. Unbelievable.
Looks like it took a little deflection.
He could have fucking got over there as well, by the way, because he had a penalty shout there if he fell over.
Yeah, he should have. Oh, that was so close to going in. Sneaky.
That commentator, it's the worst thing I've ever had in my life.
Sonny with the
Honestly.
corner. Get a good delivery in here. Come on. Let's take this.
Whip it in, son.
What's for holding, referee?
Oh, corner
That's
again.
another corner. That's another corner. Oh, ref.
Oh, ref.
It's poor.
It's obviously hit there.
You stay warm, Harry. You stay warm. Look how cold he looks, my man.
Someone get a beanie on him.
Yeah, he does. Stellini robbed it off him. Stellini's wearing when he took it. What a hat. Look at that.
Oh, Ellie would be jealous of that.
That's an oldie.
That man that man's been around. He's clearly been to a lot of away games.
He loves it. He lives for it, lad.
Yeah. He's retired and now
Legend.
he just travels around the country going to see Tottenham.
What a
This
legend.
is good pressure. We're looking. Come on, Tottenham. There's a goal here before half time. I can feel it.
But they're going to grow in confidence. They get in at half time at 0-0. They're going to be very, very happy. Come on, Tottenham. Look at that. It's
Oh,
get out
nice
there.
little
Come on,
spray.
Well
Win
done.
that.
Davies!
Well
Well done,
done.
Ben.
Win it again.
Well done, Ben Davies. That was good.
Felt Perisic could have slid in there again.
I don't want us to go in at half time. I think that listen, we've been dominant, but we haven't done anything really.
Mm.
The chances will come. The chances will come. Our fitness.
But they're going to get super confident going into the second half. You know,
It's the last 10 I'm worried about if we go in level. That's where I'd worry.
oh come on, Sanchez! You
Oh,
no!
no.
Oh no!
Oh my
God!
We are just so lucky there.
That's Davinson fucking Sanchez. That is Davinson
Højbjerg.
fucking Sanchez with that shitty little fucking
Oh,
back
my
pass
lord.
header thing that he just tried. Højbjerg fucked up. Go back one step before Højbjerg, and it was Sanchez. Watch this again. What is that from Sanchez here?
That's bread and
This is the
butter,
ball.
for fuck's sake. He's got to go and win that.
Oh, it's Højbjerg as well, to be
That's
honest.
a poor by
Højbjerg
Højbjerg
as
and
well.
Dyer. That's
I think-
miscommunication. But
Sorry,
That's
yeah,
communication. He
sorry.
doesn't expect Dyer to
Sanchez
step
has to
up.
win that, though. Sanchez has
Sorry.
to win that. He's bread and butter, for fuck's sake.
No, but my bad. It's actually Sanchez was bad, but Højbjerg was
Pierre
awful.
really makes a
Yeah,
mess of it. He
Sorry,
does
yeah,
make a big
sorry,
mess of it.
Højbjerg. No, that's awful.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
on,
Got
Lucas,
away with
go
one.
on.
Got away with one there. Come on,
Give it to
Lucas.
Porro.
Sir!
It's a yellow card, ref.
He's just assaulted him.
Pick yourself up, Moni Pete.
Look at
Jesus
him.
Christ.
Oh, what are you doing, ref?
Fuck me, he's trying to give him a love hug. Jesus Christ.
No way you didn't give him a yellow, right?
No yellow.
No yellow.
That's bad.
They're
ref.
just
He-
living on just
he just
nothing.
not
We
allows it,
just
like-
can't get
like-
anything.
By not giving him the yellow, it just allows him to do it again.
Let's go.
Give it to
Sanchez,
Porro.
look
Now.
for Porro. Oh, look for Porro, bro. Fuck off, mate. Oh, there was Porro.
Yeah, Lucas, yeah, still. I guess he just
just can't
refuses to make a
pass.
6-yard pass to the wing. He
Yeah,
refuses to do it.
You just can't pass.
It's like he's
my
blind in his
commentary
right eye.
has been awful.
Well done. Pick this up, go straight at them and get 1-0. Come on. Good switch. Now move it. Move it, Bobo. Davies. Good ball in.
Oh, it's nice.
Sure!
Ref. Oh my God. How's he? He's just pushed him. He's just pushed him.
Oh, they broke the lines there.
Oh, fuck off.
Wow.
What's the difference?
Wow. What is the difference?
What is the fucking difference?
There is
Ref?
none. There is none. Shocking.
Love it. Show him the weight room, Papa.
If I'm honest, that's probably on reflection. Once again,
It was the same thing as Richarlison. Richarlison took his touch and he went through the arsenal.
Yeah.
Like a combine harvester going through a fucking cornfield. It's a joke.
Yeah. Oh God.
Just defend this.
Don't fucking concede now, please. Look at that guy in his fucking bird watching outfit in the background there. With his sunglasses on. Anyone told him it's 10 o'clock at night? Jesus Christ, mate.
Clear this. Just
Get
deal
rid of
with
it.
this.
Get rid of it. Focus, boys. Focus. Fucking focus.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's a good ball.
Well done,
Get
Fred.
there.
Well done,
Well done,
Forster.
Fraser.
Good man.
Now look,
Well
go,
done.
go,
Let's
go.
go.
That's
Go
a
on,
good
Lucas.
ball, Fraser.
Go on,
Distribution marks.
Oh, good tackle.
Better first touch. Bash him.
He's
Give
been
it
there
up to his name
forever.
there.
I'd like
He'd be
you-
the right guy down beside Romero. Imagine having Romero and bash him. Class.
Smash him and bash him.
Smash him, exactly. Exactly, Jack. Smash him and bash him. That's
Trash
it.
him. Emerson as well. Trash him, smash him, bash him.
Get
Go on,
there.
Paul.
Go on,
Pedro.
Pedro. Come on, Pedro. Let's do it.
Oh, what a
good
pass.
man.
Oh, what a ball. I'm just enjoying it.
Oh,
too.
Sonny!
That was
Yeah,
a serious
Sanchez
ball.
in behind, actually.
That was a serious ball in, by the way. That's hard to do. He just makes it look easy.
Half time. Confusing one, I feel like, boys. If you ask me, a very, very confusing one because I feel like we're looking good at times going forward, but we're also just lacking that sometimes that good touch, lacking that final ball at moments, but we're also pressing high and trying to win the ball back. I'm not seeing laziness from 1 through 11. I'm seeing some players that look up for it. I'll be honest, Lucas looks pretty up for it. Richie hasn't been amazing, but he looks up for it as well. I think Pedro Porro, of course, is, you know, he's getting into the game, but we do see his benefits going forward. It feels like we are being hindered at the moment by Sanchez. That is something we probably actually do have to dig into. Yeah. But it's weird. I mean, it's not like 1 through 11 aren't up for it. It's not like 1 through 11 aren't up for it. It feels like some of them are up for this game.
I just think we need to tidy ourselves up on the ball a little bit. If we tidy ourselves up on the ball, I think there's definitely goals there. Look, we haven't really tested our goalkeeper, if we're being brutally honest, and that is a little bit annoying, and then it's pissed me off a little. But I just feel if we tidy ourselves up on the ball a little bit more, get Pedro Porro on the ball a hell of a lot more. You know, the last 15 minutes there, one switch of play, 60 yards, and a good 1-2 going forward, and then there was also that good ball into Richarlison. Richarlison also needs to tighten himself up a little bit in there. When the ball comes to him, there's a lot of heavy touches, flick around the corners. He needs to get it under control and just, then get turned because he's strong enough to do that. But just tighten yourself up on the ball a little bit more. I do agree with you, Jack. I think Davison Sanchez is something you have to look at. He's lost the ball multiple of times, looking a bit ropey out there. But I will say, this team is, some of them players across that back line are prone to switching off. We're nowhere near out of the woods yet. There, Sheffield, this going in at halftime, they'll always suit Sheffield United. They will go a bit of confidence out of this, and I just hope we don't slack off. If we do, we're in real danger of a cup upset.
It feels like Sheffield at the moment haven't created any real chances. The only chance, their best chance of the game, came from Højbjerg's mistake, Sean. So, I mean, what's your analysis?
I think it's a nothing game, but I think Sanchez is pissing me off. I'll be honest. Richarlison has been uneventful. I think Højbjerg's been anonymous. I think Perisic has been woeful. He's had lots of chances down the left-hand side to do things. He ends up knocking it into bodies and then going out for a throw-in. I've seen that 3 or 4 times. I think Sonny done the same thing he usually does. He comes in, he cuts in, he wants the ball a little bit too long. Like I'm not saying that we're not the better team, but that both teams are playing absolutely. I think both teams. It's a woeful game of football. It's not a good game of football, right? And neither team are doing very well. We should be able to absolutely capitalize on this. But for me, half the Tottenham team are not doing good enough. They're not.
I agree.
And I think that.
Who's the best player, would you say, so far, Sean, or is that
Lucas Moura? Lucas Moura is our best player on the pitch. But Lucas Moura has always been the guy who can give him a bit of space. He can run and do things and look like he's really busy. But eventually, he runs into space that doesn't always need to be run into. It looks creative, right? But a pass into the same area that he spends 5 times longer running into can be just as effective. But I think Richarlison's position is a little bit out of play. It's almost like he's unused to playing in the 9, and so like he doesn't know where to go. Sonny, like I say, when Sonny's got the ball, he hasn't been effective. Perisic has had 2 or 3 chances on the left-hand side to beat the man. He doesn't do it. He hasn't got that turn of pace. But for me, there's 4 or 5 players you can make changes to right now. But I'm not going to sit here and criticize the team too much because we're the better team. But it's literally like if you were going to say, how do you rate the 2 teams? I'd say Tottenham are at a 5.5 and Sheffield United are at a 3.5. It's not like it's a brilliant game of football. It's not going to take much for me to say that we're better than Sheffield United because they've been awful.
Sure.
But we need to do more. And I don't feel like anybody's particularly doing very much. So, I mean, I see Wes is in the chat. Hey, Wes, I'll let you come in with your take, mate.
Yeah, what are your thoughts, Wes? Please. I mean, analysis of the first half. Do you feel like Spurs are a little bit wanting, or have you been impressed with some things? How have you seen it thus far?
Nah, this has been another board fest, to be honest with you. I don't like how any of everybody playing, to be real with you. Even when it comes to Lucas Moura, to me, Lucas Moura, he just still does the same stuff where, he takes too long on the ball, kind of similar to Sonny. He runs in, he has the quickness with the ball to make it look like he's about to do something, but then he just ends up doing an errant pass or something like of that nature, or there'd be a chance where he should have just did a one-touch then pass, and he will completely miss it. And, that would be the end of that, whatever chance we had on on a break. That happened like right before the 45th halftime call, where he should have did like a one-touch pass after he touched the ball the first time. He just quickly passed it out to Porro. He did not do that. He kept the ball. Either he like tangled it with his feet or something, trying to, I guess, get a call. I don't know. To me, he's done. I don't even know why he's really playing because he's not staying with us past this season. At this point, use Danjuma, somebody who we actually got on loan on purpose.
Danjuma left out.
Yeah, I'd rather see Danjuma. I don't see why we're playing Lucas. Even though I guess they believe Lucas would still give the same effort. But be honest with you, he's kind of checked out. He's going back to Brazil. It's already kind of confirmed. He already had his agent talking to several clubs in Brazil. I think he's going. I think back to either his hometown club or something of that nature. So he's already kind of checked out mentally. So it just makes no sense for me to keep playing him in important games like this. Like, this is an important game. This gets us just even closer to getting to a final, and you're playing a player that really, is pretty much checked out.
I agree with you there, but he's been the more positive player. He has
been the more positive player, but to me, he still does the same old that he's been doing before he got injured. Last season. To me, I'm just not. Ever since he had a brilliant one back in 2018 during the Champions League. That's why we all love him for what he did do. But other than that, after I think that little moment he had, it's almost like a Linsanity moment with Jeremy Lin, if you're talking about basketball terms, or Jeremy Lin, he had a moment where he was fantastic. He went on a run. Everybody was amazed. And then he pretty much fell off. And that's kind of what Lucas kind of is. And plus the injuries hasn't helped. So, yeah, he's been doing positive. To me, I still see the same mistakes that he keeps making regardless. I know this is like first couple games back, but, that's just what I'm seeing. Porro, to me, needs to be doing more as well. I haven't seen Porro do much as well. And for some reason, he's not getting the ball in certain areas they should be getting the ball.
Yeah,
But that's my
the
little take.
problem with Porro, though. We're not getting the ball to him when he's been available to us. Sanchez keeps looking to go the other side.
Left, yeah, he keeps going left for some reason.
But Dave, is Porro making himself available though? Like this is
That's
what
true,
I made
too.
the point. I made the point in the listen. I agree with because I'm pissed off with Sanchez as well for not like giving it to him. But at the same time, I saw it again. I was at the game at Leicester, right? And you might not have always seen it on the screen if you're watching the team on the TV. But I watched it. I had my eye on him the entirety of the first half, the entirety of the first 60 minutes, and he literally just sat on the touchline. He sat on he hugged the touchline and the last man and played like the offside line on the right hand side. And it reminds me of Doherty, not when Doherty's playing well, but go back to Doherty when he first came. That was almost what he did. A clueless kind of like, I don't know what else to do apart from to stand there and wait for the ball when we have it. And I want to see Pedro Porro he's tricky. He's a technical player. Pedro Porro is good enough to be able to come central, receive the ball and beat a man. I want to see him make runs, even like dart back and then like pull back a little bit and then make the run and hope that someone pops it over the top or come inside. Like, don't just sit there and wait for the ball, bro. Go and make the game happen for you.
But especially if you have been good with it, right? Like he has done good things with it. So then you want him to grow with confidence and almost like scream for the ball, Sean, and show for the ball even more. Because once you start to do one or two good things, that gives you the confidence to want the ball more, to, start making more things happen. I'm with you there.
But when he's had the ball, he's looked really good. Like it's been good. Like he hasn't. So I want him to like demand the ball more, be more vocal, bro. Like you're a fucking £45 million. We just paid 45 million quid for you. Like demand the ball from Sanchez. Go, hey, bro, fucking find me, my man. I'm waiting for the ball here. Like, get involved, my man.
To me, I wish.
I just wanted to finish up my point there quickly.
Oh, sorry, Dave. Sorry.
As well, I would add that I don't think there's any need to press the panic button yet. We do have to remember that we are a second half team. We usually save our best football to the second half. We against Chelsea won the game in the second half. West Ham won the game in the second half. The Leeds come back second half. There's so many examples of it. So I do think I would expect Tottenham to probably kill this game in the next 15 minutes early in the second half. I'm just running to the title at the back 1 second.
No worries at all. Please, everybody, smash that like button. And Wes, I'll get to you in just a second, my friend. But I was going to say, everybody, smash that like button. I'm getting your comments up as well. Feel free as well to throw in a super chat if you do want to skip the queue, as well as support the channel. But Wes, I mean, what's a funny thing that I'm seeing a lot of in the chat right now is what a crazy world we're in right now, where people are actually wanting Emerson, on, and they're asking, where's Big Emo?
I was just about to say. And I was just about to say, I wish Porro did the same positioning that Emerson Royale had, and I wish that Emerson Royale had the technicality that Pedro Porro has, because that's kind of what, to me, I'm seeing missing. I guess this is how he played right wing back when he was playing for Sporting. You would hug that halfway line at the very top of the opposition's formations on defense. I guess that's how he played back at Sporting. I guess that's what he thinks he needs to do the same here. But I think he needs to understand that we play a little bit more defensively than Sporting. Sporting, I think, is more all attack from the games I've seen, at least. And especially when they play in their league, because they're like a top three side. They're the three most dominant teams in Portugal. So they're the ones who usually have the ball 9 times out of 10, regardless of who they're playing. So at least in their league, it's different when they get to international, but when they're in their league, that's usually how they play. And it's apparent that he's still in those old ways when he's playing at Sport. And I think the coaching staff really need to get him to understand he needs to be in the same type of positions that Royale is in. Because one thing about Royale, he's in the right position. He makes the right runs at the right time, just that he doesn't have the technicality to really attribute to offensively.
Jacob seems kind of insistent about it, so I think I'm going to trust him here. He's saying, do you mind moving your phone slightly? You do have a TV, I think, right behind you, I think. So he's saying, maybe move just slightly. Thank you, just a bit more, please, as well. Just slightly a bit more. Thank you, my friend. But you were saying, though, like maybe he doesn't have the technical skill to do it, and then I'm going to go to Sean after.
Yeah, so it's just like he doesn't. Yeah, that's the only thing that's missing for Real, and I hope this is not a problem for Porro, because Porro should be a better player to understand, when he needs to be going back into, because really we play a back 5, to be honest with you. So he needs to be in that back 5 pretty much at all times, and then he needs to have the pace just to run up when it's time. And I don't know if he just don't have the fitness. He should have the fitness. That shouldn't be even a problem either. So it kind of interesting that it's been weeks he's been on his team so far with all the training and stuff we have available to him with the training facility, and he still doesn't understand positionally where he's supposed to be. And he's just hugging that halfway line. I understand we're playing a team that's pretty much tracking back, pretty much, daring us to take the ball and all that, et cetera, et cetera. But still, you want him to make runs more like Royale. But, he's supposed to be like,
he'll get there Wednesday, right?
He'll get there, but it's just, that's confusing to me.
Is there that space in behind to make those runs, Sean?
Yeah, that 100% is. That's why I felt the same after the Leicester game. I was saying this at halftime to Ben when I was up there. I was like, what I want to see more from him is just a little bit. I think I've already made the point. Just a little bit more like fluidity. I want him to come looking for the ball, but it's going to take time. I see someone in the comments. I think it's Moan Joe saying, he's the new kid at school. He wants to play on the playground, but he doesn't have the confidence to ask his mates, his schoolboys yet for the ball. But he'll get there. I've got absolutely no doubts about him. But I think that and the more he gets on the ball, the more he'll have the confidence to spray things around. I think that Sanchez is an issue. I really want to see, like, if there was a change, the first change that needs to be made for me is actually a defensive swap. I would like to see Romero come on for Sanchez, because I think that would give, even though that's not necessarily going to change anything else, I think it's just going to give a little bit more consistency to the ability, like take away the threat defensively. I don't think Sanchez has been very good. He's annoyed me.
He's a liability both on the ball and defensively.
Yeah, right? But I think he's got like it comes across like he feels like it's his responsibility to be the creator in chief, and I don't know why. Like, what on earth has given him this kind of thought process in his head? So I want to see him hooked. I want to see Romero just simplify the ball, get it out to Pedro Porro a little bit quicker. Hopefully, Pedro Porro can figure out some chemistry. If you remember when Decky came in this time last year, Decky immediately had a chemistry with Matt Doherty, right? And I want to see chemistry. It's all everything in life, especially when you're playing in a team, is chemistry and synchronicity.
Yeah.
And I think Pedro Porro needs to forge a relationship. He ain't going to forge it with Sanchez, nor should he, because I don't want Sanchez to be anything like a mainstay part of that kind of duo relationship. So I don't mind seeing Sanchez come off for Pedro Porro, for Romero. In terms of everywhere else on the pitch, look, for me, Perisic, I'm getting a little bit bored of Perisic. I've long since run out of patience with. He can't defend, and I don't know what he does going forward anymore. I feel like he doesn't have the turn of pace. He doesn't.
He even had a few good chances of whipping across, and he just didn't do it. And I know you're
saying.
And when the ball falls to him to have a shot, he hasn't got the confidence like he does for Croatia.
He's over the ball every single time.
I'm not sure what he's doing in the pitch. Like, I'm seeing, like, if we're thinking right now, who do you take off? Who do you make room for? A lot of people would probably naturally suggest bring off Lucas Moura, bring on Decky, but I think that's a silly mistake, because I think Lucas Moura has actually been really good. So for me, I'd make a change on the left-hand side. I'd take off Perisic and bring on somebody else.
Last thing I'll ask you then, and great transition. Thank you, Sean, because I have a super chat in here from Ian Cook. So do you mind answering this for me, Wes? And Sean, he's saying, if we have to bring on somebody, bring on Kane and Kulu to get us into the next round. But I will be upset. We shouldn't need them in this sort of game, and we shouldn't need them for this to be able to get a good enough result. I agree with Ian Cook when you say, Wes.
Completely agree. There's no reason we should, like, we had the chances even in the first half to really do something, especially when we went on certain, like, there'd be certain points in the first half where we did a lot of good combination passing. And then that last pass from either one of our attackers or something of that nature would be some flimsy or some kind of lackadaisical, and then boom, we'll lose the run up. So it's very, it's same old. To be honest with you, for the whole season. Perisic, I completely agree. Perisic, I don't know, I can't wait till we get our boy Udogie next season, because I feel like Perisic.
Guys. Sorry, West Ham are 1-0 up against Manchester United.
Oh, come on. Bubble blowers.
Get the job done today, please. Get the job done.
Ben Rama.
And we kicked off over here. Wes, thank you very much, my friend. And thank you for filling it at halftime. You've done us a huge service, as always. Any final words from you?
Please win, please. Like, let's get to the final, because Manchester United just won theirs, just won the League Cup. Come on now, and they only been waiting since 2017. We've been waiting since 2008. Let's win a freaking dang cup, please.
Are you coming back on at full time, Wes?
Yes, yeah, I am.
Okay, perfect. Good man.
All right, we'll be seeing you soon, my friend.
Okay, I'll see you on the big guys. Come on.
I might jump up at full time, guys.
Do whatever you need, Sean. Do whatever you
yeah,
need.
so
Just
I'll
let me
give
know.
the Wes. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty. See you, Wes.
See
Big
you,
up,
Wes.
Dean Cook. Really appreciate the support, brother. I'm with you on that as well, my man. If we have to bring on Kane and Kulu to rescue us, it's.
But I don't mind that right now, mate. If West Ham are going to get through against Manchester United, let's just fucking do what we got to do to get the job done right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've already started well this second half. I think we will get it done.
2-2 apparently. Southampton have come back
Against Grimsby. I don't mind. I'll be confident against either of those.
Yeah, I don't care about that. All I care about is Man City and Man United.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I worry more about Man United than I do Man City.
Yeah.
Darkson G says, yes, West Ham is beating United. Come on, you Spurs. Let's win now. Exactly right. The Hammers, the bubble blowers, they're getting some revenge against Man United, Darkson G. But we need to get the job done here, my friend.
Old Trafford are
Big up,
stunned.
I was saying to Jack yesterday, if that was in West Ham, I would have fancied them. But the fact that it was away at Old Trafford sort of turned me off it.
Nice one,
Get
son.
out of the way,
the
ref.
fuck out of the way, sir.
Get out of the way, ref. Oh, come on.
That's the rest.
Get the yellow card out, you prick.
Finally,
Yeah,
Jesus, another referee that forgot his cards at halftime and he needed to get them.
Oh, the goal was disallowed at Southampton. It's still 2-1 Grimsby.
Oh, it's
No. Still.
I misread you there.
No, yeah, you didn't let me finish the sentence. Goal stands at Old Trafford. There was a VAR at Old Trafford, but the goal stands. It is 1-0 West Ham. Come on.
Oh, out wide here.
Perry,
Get there.
Perry.
Nice touch. Whips it in first time. Goes out for a corner.
Come on.
Smacks it off that guy's face as well. You love to see it.
This is it. Come on. We always score inside the first.
Imagine if we get through and United are out.
Oh, it's juicy.
The noise will start.
Give me West Ham at home then. Give me
There'll
West
be a
Ham.
fucking song. Get us the dealers out. Get the guitar out. We're going to start a song.
Oh, come on. Get a good delivery in here, Sonny. He's been good at corners all game.
Whips it in.
Oh!
Ooh.
Jason Derulo. That goalkeeper looks like Jason Derulo. I'm sorry. He really does.
Oh, who was that? Was that Perisic?
Yeah, Perisic. Good flick on.
Oh,
That's a great flick.
if keeper just went just a tad, just took another step, he probably would have been wrong-footed.
That's it.
Lucas, great pressure. Oh, love it, sir.
No way, no, come on, the fuck.
But look at that.
That's better though. Keep them penned in. Second half to FC we are. Come on.
Oh, off the shoulder. Who's doing that with the shoulder? Pedro Porro.
Yeah.
Keep that shoulder to yourself, bro.
Close them down.
Down the right here. Oh,
No.
they broke the line. Oh, good clearance from Perisic.
Well done, Perisic. Now win that, Richarlison. You're stronger than that, bro.
That's
Win
Lucas.
this back.
Lucas.
Oh, sorry. My fucking TV. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
No, it's brilliant.
Who is that guy in the stands that they keep pointing to? Who is that guy with his earplugs in?
He's definitely overlooking something tactically anyway.
Who is he?
Maybe he's their manager. I don't know.
Did he get a red card or something?
I don't know.
Oh, Sonny, loads of space. Richie, get in the
there,
box.
Richie. It's the only one in the box, not even there yet.
Nice, Sonny. Oh, it's tricky. Oh.
It's all he could do. It's all he could do. There was no one with him.
Postman
Nobody with him.
Now you've got space. Well done.
Oh. Good try.
Oh. Who's pressuring?
Look at Porro there. He's sitting there saying he's starting to get confident now. He's going, "Hey, fuck you, or I fuck your wife. Fuck you, or I fuck your wife."
You probably just walked in at halftime. Give me the fucking ball.
You don't pass to me, I will fuck your wife. You don't pass to me, I will fuck your wife.
João Felix learned that. Oh no.
Huge switch of play from Perisic. Very risky.
Well done.
Well done.
Sanchez. No, but go forward. You got 2-3 runners. He gives the simplest to pass. To slow it all down. Fuck me, he's useless.
Pape, you see Davies. Lovely.
Perisic.
Davies.
Højbjerg,
Nice.
well done. Now out wide to Sanchez. Move it quicker. Lucas, well
Let's
done.
go.
Drops
Come
deep.
on. Go on,
Nicely
Lucas.
done, Lucas.
Go
Oh,
on,
he's
Lucas.
driving like an absolute madman. Oh,
Too
good
much
try,
again.
Lucas. Good
He
try.
needed to lay it off once he got there.
Yeah, he just needs to give it up sooner. Classic.
It's the same old bollocks, though, isn't it?
Like there, he had ample opportunity to play it through to Richarlison.
It looks fantastic, but actually, what's the end delivery? You know,
Exactly. Like look at Richarlison there. Look, you know, he's making that run. He's
he's a head down guy. He's head down.
Yeah.
It's same as like Alan St. Maximin and fucking Jimmy Traore, Adama Traore. You know, they're all brilliant technicians with the ball at their feet, but they don't know how to look up and then find the next person.
Yeah.
Next phase.
Well done, Richie. Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh,
well done. That's
that was
Arsenal's
out.
corner.
That was ours. Oh, my
he's
Lord, blind.
He's blind. Well done, Dyer. Into Salzburg.
Go on, Saucy.
Sanchez moving on outside them. Give it to Porro. Just give it to the Porronator. Let him deliver. Postman Porro. Here we go.
Beat the man. Go on, Pedro. Go on, son.
Postman Porro.
Oh,
Oh, he's not his own man out. Not his own man out.
Yeah. Good. Give it
Love
back
that.
to Porro.
okay. Davies.
Love that.
Sonny.
Go on, Sonny. Don't run.
Oh,
Oh, Sonny,
no.
do it all the time, Sonny. It's not always on you, bro. You haven't got to always fucking run. Sometimes just pass the ball, my man.
That's a
Nice, Sonny.
Give it out wide now. Well done. Porro. Lucas.
Oh, lovely, Lucas.
Pedro, do it all the there, son.
Sonny,
That's
top of the
Sonny.
box.
Wide to Perisic. Give it to Perro.
Oh!
He's got to
That's what
slip
it is.
Perisic in there.
Not happy. I'm not happy with this bollocks.
They're all selfish. They don't want the goal
not
themselves.
happy with
You
this
just got to
fucking
learn to
bollocks.
link up. He's
I'm not
already
happy with
tried
this
to play her in. He's got to slip it into Perisic. Look, he's
You
trying to pull back over.
You give Sonny the ball. Sonny receives the ball in the last 22, 23 yards. He has got nothing else on his mind other than to shoot. It pisses me off. It's greedy. You're right. I understand why. The guy's desperate to get his season on
Yeah,
track.
100%.
But it's a team fucking game, bro. Your stats are not as important as the team's.
Just slipping into Perisic there. He's already dragged the fullback over. So frustrating. And Lucas is the same. He wants his goal. Richarlison is the same. You just got to learn to fucking link up.
Over the top from Højbjerg. Chase it down, Rich.
How is he not keeping that? That's poor.
All right, I want to see some changes now. I'm a little bit bored of this fucking system. I'm glad that we went with it. I was okay with it, but you know what? It's time. I want to see some.
Warming up.
Harry's warming up. You'd like to see Danjuma maybe come on as well.
It's time for something else.
I'd like to see Danjuma come on before Kane, preferably.
You listen. I don't want to. I just. It's too important. Man United are losing. It's too important now. They've had 45, 50 minutes of rest. That will pay.
Nice,
dividends.
Pape.
Son again. Go on.
Rich.
Oh, Richie, what
Pulled
are you
out
doing, mate?
there.
Take a
Come on,
foot out,
Richie,
mate.
Fucking, what's going on?
He pulled out there, Richie.
I'm getting pissed off. I'm getting really pissed off now with all of them. With all of them.
Nice
Dyer,
Moonhead.
Well done, Dyer. Well done, Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer's been.
He's winning his aerials today.
For
Pedro
fuck's sake, Porro.
giving it away. Wins it back.
Wins
Win
it
it.
back.
Win it.
Wins
Fight
it
for
again.
Okay.
Get
Come
there,
on, Lucas.
Lucas. Wake up, mate. Help him out.
Good fight. Good fight. Come on, Sancho. Okay. The front three. It's the front fucking three that are pissing me off. If I'm honest, all of them. Sonny.
They're just not creating anything between them.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same old story, isn't it, boys? Yeah, same old fucking story. Rid of it.
Don't give away a stupid decision. Don't foul
Oh,
them.
he's skipping through. Thank you, Moonhead.
Well done, Dyer.
Fucking don't
They're
concede
good
now.
from set pieces. We're not out of the woods here.
No, fucking, of course we're not. Why is there no VAR in the FA Cup?
It's because they're in the championship. Their ground doesn't require it.
And then you could be coming up against a Grimsby who absolutely won't have it.
Well, don't they just like install the cameras for the day?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. Please, fucking God, don't fucking do
Yeah,
this.
just defend. Just don't let them win the first header, please.
Rid
No.
of it.
Nope,
Rid
they
of
win
it.
that. Free header.
Fucking treat them standing there, queuing up for the header. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they could have asked each other which one wants it.
Look at them. Treat them just stand. They don't even make a run. They're just standing there. Give me that. Look, two of them. It's a joke.
It is quite reassuring when you see the ball going towards the back of the box and someone heading it, and your goalkeeper can literally just put his hand up and he hits the crossbar. He hasn't got a
bad
jump or
tackle
nothing.
from Pape there. A little too eager.
It was naughty. Come on, Tottenham. The fuck shouldn't be this difficult, man. Sheffield United.
Very uninspiring. Very uninspiring. There's not a single person that I'm really that impressed with. There's not a person. There's nobody that I'm that unimpressed with, but there's nobody I'm impressed with. No one has stepped up tonight. I thought the back three. I think Dyer's been good. If I'm honest, I think Dyer's probably been very good. And I think Lucas has looked good, but that hasn't created much. But apart from that, not much is there to be that to write home about. It's time for changes. Let's go, Stellini. What you got?
Spurs are going for a very high line. Eric Dyer is very upset with the rest of them.
We're supposed to be second half FC, but doesn't feel like.
Oh,
Somebody.
Oh, no! That's off the training ground. That's a good move. 2v1 at the back post is offside. I had such offside. See, this is the danger if we don't score.
Well, offside. Oh, it's not offside. That's Pape Sarr, is it?
No, it's the guy that came to win the first header. He came in from an offside position. Richie looks like he's lost all fight this half.
We need some changes. We need some changes up front.
Yeah, I think you do tick up Rich.
We've got to have Harry Kane on for Richarlison. I'd always almost also make the same say this Danjuma for
change all front three. Kane, Danjuma, and Kulu.
Yeah. Do you get 5 subs in the FA Cup?
Yeah, I think you do.
And it has to be over three pivots. Yeah? All right. Let's make it. Let's do it. Half an hour to go. You know what's going to piss me off? When you take off Richarlison in the game against West Ham, you give him 61 minutes. When you're taking off Sonny, you give him 77, 79 minutes. Like, if you're prepared to make a change in the 60th minute to bring Son on, then you should be prepared to bring other players on for those players in the 60th minute.
Sheffield United have slowed this down into a real sort of gritty game.
Crowd like
is there a replay in the last? Sorry, was that Jack?
What's the crowd like?
I'm not even listening to. I turned off the noise.
Oh yeah, fair play. That's right.
That fucking
right. Yeah.
I'll put it back on.
It's extra time and that today. It's decided today.
It's decided today.
As far as I'm aware, it's decided today.
Oh wow.
I think they scrapped the replays for fifth
finals
and sixth round.
or for the semi.
No,
He's got him behind.
Right, there's 7 players back, and there's only one Sheffield United player there.
Whips it in.
Just get rid of
I
it.
still end up with the fucking ball. Get out to him.
Win
that.
it.
Well done, Davies. Get rid of it.
Chase it down, Rich.
Looks like he's struggling, Richie.
Get Richie off. This commentary, I'm sorry,
He's looking
mate.
tired or something.
Who is this? What is this? What channel is this? It's an English commentator.
ESPN. Yeah, ESPN.
I'm going to reach out to them and say,
Robinson.
I'm going to reach out to them and say, hey, listen, if you actually want some spirit, then employ Jack Kinnicky, Dave Harris, and Sean Butler.
Pretty biased commentary. If that, they might not like it.
Look, we could get paid a lot of money just to go and talk about whoever's playing the next game. Like, these two are absolute dog shit. They are absolute.
One of them.
Mark New is also saying, Sean, extra time plus pens and no replay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So it could be a late night.
Could be a very late night.
All right.
Let's hope not. But
you
you know how it always is. Usually
find a way to get the goal done. Let's go, Saucy.
Nice,
Let's
Davies.
Go. Come on, Sonny.
Oh,
okay. It's working out.
Got away with that one. That's a terrible pass, mate. Fucking hell, Richie. That's a terrible pass. Fuck's sake.
And now we're just passing it sideways. That was a good moment to transition quickly as well.
Sorry.
You fucking put the ball behind him, bro. Come on, Pape Sarr. You're starting to slip back to an anonymity. Haven't really fucking noticed you today.
We're looking a lot worse in the second half than we did the first half.
I'm bored. I'm falling a fucking sleep, and it's 9 o'clock. I
Perisic.
usually have a wank at 9 o'clock.
Oh!
Oh my
Lord, bro.
What was
Get him
that?
off. Get him off. Get him off.
Fucking useless.
Get him
Get
off.
off the pitch.
Porro.
Get off the pitch right now.
Bruh.
Porro was there.
That's horrendous.
This is the problem. They're all too selfish. Get the first goal, then you can be as selfish as you fucking want.
That's
Porro's-
embarrassing. It's so embarrassing.
Again,
that-
he's dragged the full back inside. Porro's free, slipping in exact same as Son 2 minutes ago.
All right, time to go. I'm gonna go get myself a beer. I'll see you in a second.
Oh, I don't blame you. Jack, do you need a beer?
We'll keep one at a time. We'll go on rotation here, boys. Go on shifts.
Oh, fucking hell. Come on, the fuck.
The longer this goes on, says Jamie, the more nervous I get. And we talked about this in the pre-match build-up. The longer this goes on, the more nervous I get. Sander Berge coming on.
He's a big boy, Sanderberg.
It's going to be definitely more defensively solid now, I would say, Sheffield with him coming on.
They're bringing the first team players on, aren't they, really?
I mean, let's hope Spurs are going to have to do the same then. Or get a goal quickly. Sanchez wins it. But
All down the line, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Honestly, I wouldn't trust him to mind my kids. He's a joke.
not wide. Sheffield kind of...
What are you standing there for? Go after
Honestly, he's standing there for a whole minute there. He doesn't even know what to do with it. Spurs, no pressure. Perisic.
Three of them standing there like the onus is on us to go and win this. I don't think they understand. We're fucking Tottenham Hotspur. We're expected to win this. Jesus Christ. Standing there. You've all been shit. Move it.
Rid of it!
Oh,
No.
Perisic.
Rid of it! Boy. Anything happen?
Pick up.
Anything happen?
Nothing.
No, just players standing around waiting for the ball to be given to them rather than fucking pressing to win
Head.
attack.
No changes. No fucking changes.
No changes thus far.
Salzburg, bit of urgency.
Come on, Sauceberg. You've been fucking shit as well, mate. Absolute fucking bollocks. From the
Right.
all of you have been bollocks tonight. All of you. All of you.
Sanchez. Come on, move that ball.
Why are you walking like that, bro? We've got a game to finish.
Davies. Into Sarr. Go on,
Come
Sarr.
on, Pape. Come on, Daddy. Daddy Longlegs. Let's fucking
Sonny.
see ya.
Sonny, back to Sarr. Keep this ball moving at a nice tempo. Out to Sanchez. Move it now.
Move it.
Into Lucas.
Nice.
Move it. One more.
Pierre, Richie, you're in behind here.
Oh,
Corner.
Jesus.
Fuck, goal kick.
Fuck you.
Take him off.
Get
It's
him
not
off.
working out
Get
for
that
him today.
fucking £60 million waste of fucking space off.
Oh, man. it's
Get
so-
him off.
Here comes H.
Ah, this is embarrassing.
Here he comes. Fixing
This
the
is
hairdo.
embarrassing. You look at it, even he's shaking his head. He's like, I can't believe I have to come on and rescue this lot.
£60 million, boys. I've been very patient with him.
Yeah, no,
I'm
you
very-
have been. You have been, Sean. I don't think there's a need to be patient with him. I think it's just whether you want to be or not. You know, I think it's that sort of thing.
It just hasn't worked out. Everything he's touched.
60 million is a huge price tag. It's whether you want to be patient or not.
He's frustrated as fuck. You can see it.
Fucking frustrated. Who are you frustrated with, bro? Who are you frustrated with? Sorry, I'm sorry. Like I want,
I get it.
But it's not like I'm sitting there thinking that Sonny deserves his space ahead of him because Sonny deserves it. Like neither of them have been particularly fucking. It's the worst fucking. Like you've got 150 million quid's worth of talent there this season, and both of them have been absolute fucking dog shit. And yet, you know what? We find ourselves fourth.
Oh,
That's what we
Pape
get carried
slips.
away. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, thank fuck they fucked that up. Still on here though. Sheffield United with the
Oh, they
play.
whip it in.
Well
Cleared away by Højbjerg.
Kane.
Harry, flick on.
Keeper.
Forster.
Oh come on! That's a simple
Oh
conversation.
my God, we're
It's a
missing.
simple conversation. Win the fucking ball back. Come on,
Why are we
Tottenham.
clearing it to
Wakey,
nobody?
wakey,
Come on,
wakey.
lads. Why are we clearing it to nobody?
It's embarrassing that you're resorting to yourself to clearing. to
Jesus
nowhere.
fucking Christ!
Second half has got worse than the first half.
Absolutely
Oh, no.
worse. Get there, Poro. Nice
Problem
cushion
is, right,
pass.
is if you know you've got fucking penalties that might come up, do you want to take
Urgency.
Sonny off? and ping on Danjuma or whatever, can you make, how many more changes do you want to make?
Yeah, true. The thing is, you just got to fucking scream at them to show some fucking urgency.
Oh,
You know?
It's
Just a bit of
embarrassing.
urgency about the situation. I don't think they understand that we're the bigger team here. We're expected to win this.
Who else is on the bench?
Danjuma, Divine, Emerson's
Skip.
not on the bench.
Skippy, Decky.
Yeah, Decky.
Okay.
Berga taking Davies down the
I
line.
know. Maybe,
Way! Well done, Davies.
maybe Decky and Skip could come on. You know?
Something needs to happen.
3-0 Arsenal are beaten. Not that we give a shit about the Premier League tonight, but 3-0 there.
Everything capitulated for the last 5 minutes in the first half in that game.
Yeah. It's still 1-0
West Ham.
West Ham.
Come on.
Yeah, Grimsby is still. Grimsby won.
What?
Grimsby beat Southampton.
Fuck off.
Yeah,
That's insane.
huge upset at St Mary's.
Geez, we need to win this. It's dropping in our favour if we win this. Come on, one of you is the fuck.
Goal. There was a Casemiro scored in the 72nd minute for Man United, but it was ruled out for. I'm not sure. Offside.
Keeper.
Offside. There's only 20 minutes left for Arsenal to get one back. Sorry, for United to get one back. Come on, Tottenham. Just fucking find the result, please, for the love of God. If United go out and for the love of God, Tottenham go out, then City just get handed a trophy.
Yeah,
Fuck
handed it.
that.
Sanchez. Oh my God. Oh my
Oh,
God.
come on!
Højbjerg and
That's
Lucas
a simple
got
5-yard ball. That's a 10-yard ball. That's just, it's so bad.
Well done,
He's so
Pedro.
bad.
Well done, Pedro.
Well done, Pedro. What you
Keep
doing
that
there?
in. Keep that in. Nicely done, Lucas.
dude.
Oh,
No
good
way,
try.
man.
Fuck's sake!
Good try.
How can Sanchez not pass that to Lucas Moura, though? It's 10 yards, man. Jesus Christ. Do you know them shoes with the pointy toes? It's like he's fucking wearing them. I'd actually send them out in them next week. I really would. If you can't play in boots, put on some clown shoes. Fucking hell.
Some
Jeez.
fucking slippers.
Put on some else shoes. Jesus Christ. You just...
Let's go! Let's go! Come fucking move for him! He's asking for someone.
Yeah.
Who's there? Move for the man. Move for the oak tree. Come on, Tottenham.
Move that ball.
Oh. I'd fuck. It'd be the
What
best
the
one.
fuck is that from Perisic?
What is that? What is that?
Well, okay.
Nice.
That's more
Get
like
there.
it. That's more
There,
like
Pedro.
Nicely
1,
done,
2,
Porro.
Sanchez, look for him! Oh, come on! Make the run with Pedro!
Oh, my God. Take him off.
Oh,
Take
he's
him
on
fucking off.
skates. He's on ice
Take him
skates.
off now. Take him off now. He can't
He's
take him off.
so shit.
Get him off
It's embarrassing.
the fucking field!
It's absolutely, he is embarrassing. He is
Get him
embarrassing.
off!
How is he allowed to wear a jersey at professional level, let alone Tottenham's, is beyond me. That is embarrassing. That's the 2 times in a row.
He is shocking. He is.
Hell.
He's the only one who plays on an ice rink every single game. He finds an ice rink. Oh!
No! Get out to him, Perisic!
Sanchez finds an ice rink no matter where he plays. He could be playing in Dubai and it will be an ice rink on the pitch.
He'd find one in the middle of the Sahara.
If he was playing in the World Cup, he would have been slipping all over the place.
Oh,
That's why they didn't take him.
Jesus. And Sheffield United are pressing us, by the way, now. That's why they're getting
Let's
jumped.
go! Oh, come on.
They're pressing us. Watch them. They're pressing up high now.
Yeah, that was their plan.
They're
Be in
trying
the
to
game. Be in the game until the last 20 minutes, then go for it. That was their
They're trying to
fucking
game.
plan. And they're going for it.
confident now.
And you know what? They look fucking better for it than we
Yeah.
do. Right now, they look better. They're playing better than we are. We can't string a fucking pass together right now.
Get there.
Everything just needs to be done quicker.
Well done. Well done, Davo.
Perisic and
Well,
Sanchez.
it's 1-1 at Manchester United.
Yeah.
Aguerd, own goal.
Perisic to
Yeah.
Dyer. Well done, Dyer.
Oh, hold it up. Harry, there you go, Harry. Højbjerg.
Into Salzburg. Give it to him. Good ball to Porro. Porro's in here. What a touch. Shoots.
Oh!
What a fucking touch. Unlucky, Porro.
Play
Well
it back.
done.
Great
Look at
run,
him, look at him.
though.
He's
Great
saying,
run.
let's go, let's go. He's saying,
Look how he
Great
takes
run.
this
Love
out of the
that.
sky. Look how he takes this out of the sky. Our forward players can't do this, for fuck's sake. Look at this.
Oh, gorgeous. He could have had Harry there, though. He could play back to Harry.
Oh.
But our forward players can't do that.
Well, but I love the confidence. I love the fact. that
Left-footed
he turned around and was
curler
like,
as well.
Let's do it. Look at
Good
him.
man, Porro. Love that.
Loves music with the...
That is the exact same look he gave to João Felix's bird at the back of the bar. He went, let's go! Let's go!
When the Uber arrived.
Yeah! Love that about Pedro Porro.
Super chat here from Loves Music Dave saying Spurs are like a cheating bird that you love. They keep letting you down, but you go back for more. Absolute shite show. Again, we need new direction.
It's so true. It's so true. You know, it's what it feels like at the minute. It's like you're not looking forward to the game, but every game day you wake up, for some reason, you're absolutely pumped with joy, pumped with hope, pumped with excitement, pumped with that winning feeling. And then you go out there and you end up getting pumped. You know, it's exactly spot on. It is like a cheating girlfriend. It's very frustrating, Loves Music. Very frustrating. But
Liverpool
I
just
still
scored against,
think we'll nick this. I still think we'll nick this. And the old lad's in the chat. Big up the old lad. He says who we're going to loan Richarlison to. he end up Bele in the south. So
Real Madrid. He'll go to Barcelona or Real Madrid in the summer for like a £6 million a year loan fee because they can't pay for anybody. They got to cut the dress. The dross. Listen, mate. Manchester United are back in it. Tottenham, we can't go. This can't go to penalties.
No.
Here we go. Ollie Skip and Decky's on.
What I would say, Loves Music as well, is we do have to remember we did go out there with a lot of second string team players out there who we got to remember some of them we know are not good enough anyway. But again, you know, it just shows more work to do in the transfer market because, again, you have to bring on off the first team boys to come on and be the hero against a championship team.
Top Papisar is off. Skippy is on. Lucas is off. And then Kulusevski is on. Steve D, member for 4 months, saying Christian Horner in.
The Red Bull owner, or the guy that runs Red Bull.
Would you accept RB Tottenham? Would you accept RB Tottenham?
No.
Oh.
Take your time, Paris. There's no one near you. Take control.
Yeah, felt like we could have taken a touch there. Maybe.
Jesus, be stronger. Oh, Lord.
Time, Porro.
Oh, that's it. You don't need the keeper. Look for the pass. Beautiful
nice. Ball. Floating.
Him and Kulo are going to try playing until you get together when they do. I can see it.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Keeper goes long for Sheffield. Porro wins the header. Nice flick on from Harry. Or from
what
Skippy.
He is. It's all right. We'll do it.
Yeah, I'm starting to get fucking worried.
I can hear it in your voice. You're getting anxious.
You know, I just don't see us creating much at all.
Yeah.
We haven't created fuck all. We haven't even tested their keeper.
Yeah.
No, not
We haven't
really.
tested them at all. At all.
No, yeah.
The only closer we came is Lucas Moore off the bar, and that was a cross.
And what exactly? And what does that tell you, right? Like you can't rotate. You can't rotate en masse. I was pretty confident that it didn't matter what the disruptions to the 11 was. That we'd be able to do it. It's clear as fucking day that you can't rotate. You can't rotate. Even if we win the game and it's Harry Kane that's responsible and Decky that's responsible, what does that tell you? The only ever option that you have to consider with your front three, you've got 6 strikers, there's 6 forwards, and the only one that you'd ever consider dropping or rotating is Sonny for Richarlison.
Yeah,
that's what the story tells you. Because you can't do it without Harry Kane and you can't do it without Decky.
Yeah,
like it's a fucking massive indictment.
Porro, like it, Pedro.
I'm not sure I do like. I'm sorry, I don't know. I do like that, to be honest, mate.
I
Like,
don't know.
is
Nothing's
that-
happening. I just need
it's
something to
the
happen.
70 fucking 6th minute, and our right wing back's having a pot, and he fucking misses it from 12 yards away, or like 12 yards to the right. Like,
Yeah.
I'm getting fucking annoyed now.
Yeah.
I'm getting really annoyed. This is piss poor effort, and we can't even take them back to our place and beat them on the replay. We have to do it tonight.
Has to be done tonight.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on, Tottenham, the fuck. Oh, it's embarrassing.
If it goes to penalties, I don't fancy us.
No, we'll get knocked out. Telling you,
Yeah.
we don't have the bottle for penalties.
Yeah. Agreed.
Nice.
Let's go.
See, you have Kulu. Turn Kulu.
Please
Find
do it.
Harry.
Yes,
Find
Harry.
Harry.
Perisic.
Harry.
Oh, fucking hell.
sake, bro.
What is that, Perisic? It's such
These
a
crosses
shit
have
ball.
been shit all night.
Such an easy pass.
But Decky, find fucking
Becky,
Harry
you have
Kane.
Harry. You have Harry
You
right
literally
there.
see-
He
you
asked
see him
for it
running.
as well.
You
He was
literally
asking
see
for
him
it.
running the other side from you, bro. What are you doing, mate? You must have seen Harry Kane going the other side.
No, he's over here. He was aiming for
He had
somebody.
Sonny. He had Kane. He had both of them.
His crossing has been way off all night anyway. He's been shit.
He had the choice of either.
This is so bad.
Come on, get after him.
We might still get it done, but I'm not going to walk away thinking.
No, it's not a performance you praise.
No. Not at all. Come on, just get the job done, but I don't want extra. No one wants extra time tonight. Come on, get on with the game. Press the living shit out of them now. Got nothing to lose for 13 minutes. Just fucking go all out. Tottenham throw in. Get it underway. Where's the urgency? There's no one moving for him. Fucking hell. Someone move for him. Dyer. Forrester. Out to Davies. Davies looking for some support. He has Perisic there, but for some reason he does what he does against Leicester and went straight into fucking nowhere. Sheffield United over here. They're looking for a crossing position. They're lining up people.
Berga whips it in. Sanchez clears.
Well done, Sanchez.
Come on.
See it
Well
out.
done, Sanchez.
See it out. Poro clears.
Go on, Kulu.
Come on, Tottenham. Don't fucking start. Don't do this, Tottenham. Don't fucking do this. You're going to fucking give them the ball in the last 10 minutes. Let them fucking snatch it. Don't do this to me.
Oh, they're finding the holes now. This is not looking good. Someone get out and close them down. Stop standing there. They're all just standing there, man. Look at them. They're skips by 3 points.
Oh, no.
They're all fucking standing
No
there.
way.
They all
No way.
stood there. They all fucking stood there. It's a joke. Absolute joke. They're all standing
Shit,
there.
second half. They're asking for it. They asked for it. They asked for it.
Always happens to us, man. Always. Sick of it.
The haunted
They're all
fifth round.
standing there taking it easy. We're
Fucking
supposed to be
haunted
the
fifth
Premier League
round.
team. They can all stand there shaking their head. Every single one of them are guilty of standing there. Every single one, man. I'm fed up with it. It's always this round of the FA Cup. Always. One standing there. No urgency to close down. It goes back. 2 people standing there. Turning their back. Højbjerg again.
Oh,
man,
Sanchez gets done. I mean, it was going to happen again. Sanchez gets done there. Skins pass. No, it's Sanchez and then
Sanchez
Dyer
gets-
doing the classic strike oppose.
And Porro. Let's not fucking excuse Porro from that bollocks. Porro gets done as well.
It's just-
They're all fucking.
They all got done. Every single one of them
Yeah.
are
They're a
fucking
fucking
They're all
disgrace.
standing.
They're all fucking disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace. The whole fucking team needs to hang their heads in shame. They are fucking shambles. It's a shame. Fuck you with your little fucking iPad and your fucking ears, whatever you got going on.
absolute
is-
bunch of losers. Bunch of
Fucking
bloody
game plan fucking executed to perfection.
But the last 10 minutes, the Sheffield United we were just happy to sit there. Porro, burst.
Go on, Pedro Porro. Go on, Porro.
Wanted to Sonny 2 week. 2 week. 2 week. Fuck off.
Fight for the fucking ball. Fuck off. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, man. Had enough. And Juma getting ready to come on.
Yippee fucking doodah. It's a fucking embarrassment.
What an embarrassment.
Oh, Davies. Bad giveaway.
Now they're all going to play like rattled bottle jobs.
Running behind. Time and space now. He's going to whip it in.
Shame.
They're at top of the box. Step up!
There's no
Step
one there. They're all
up!
standing there.
Stop
They're all
standing!
standing there. They're a joke. They're pathetic. Standing there. None of them have the hunger to win this. None of them.
Can't wait for the Levy out. Fucking disgraceful performance tonight. Every one of them.
This is hard. This is hard to take.
Porro taking off. Danjuma on. Spurs probably going to a back four of some kind.
I would have took off Sanchez if that was the case. Clown.
Well, taking off Perisic.
Or Perisic either. A number of them could have come off to be fucking useless. Derby feet.
Look at Perisic. You're getting danced around, Perisic! You're getting fucking juggled over, bro! What are you doing? You're literally getting fucking juggled with your feet! You prick! Jesus Christ! Good fucking ball. That's a great ball.
Danjuma whips it in.
Good ball in the box as well. Get there, Dan! Get there, Dan! Oh. Don't fucking go short. Let's start playing direct. You got 7 fucking minutes.
Sanchez in behind. Close, almost in behind for Harry.
For everyone going forward.
Now they're just going to kill the clock with the subs.
Well, they've made 2 subs already. This is their final sub, right? They've made 2 subs, so get off the pitch, you little prick. Fuck off. Oh, I'm so fucking fuming. I'm fuming.
Yeah, I'm angry. I'm angry.
I'm fucking fuming. Tonight's on the fucking players. Everyone.
No, they can't turn up for Chelsea. They can't turn up in 2 London derbies and then do this. But this is the thing, though. This is the thing, though. There are a few players missing in this that we were praising for their attitudes, for the intensity. It just shows that, I'm going to be honest, it really just shows that certain few players that have been rotated into this game. And we have to admit that I do think maybe missing Romero, I guess you just can't do it. You just can't expect Tanganga or Sanchez. But also as well, like, it's just second half, boys, was just so much worse than the first. Like, that's where I'm left even more disappointed. Is I feel like the first half, like, you have your criticisms, but it's just so much worse. They somehow looked even worse in the second. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
It's the attitude. You got to question, why do you keep going out to these lower ranked teams across Europe, across the domestic cups? Why? Because it's the attitude you're going out there with. But when you keep sending out players who have turned over these results time and time again, like a Sanchez, like a Dyer, like a fucking Davies, you know, they've been involved in these results time and time again. Perisic tonight, shit, attitude problem. You know,
what the fuck is that?
Richarlison, attitude problem.
Oh!
Fine, we got counter. Fine, Pierre. Perisic. Can you do it this time?
You're taking too long.
Deflected.
What the fuck is that, Perisic? What was that, bro? You need a first-time fucking whip. You need a first-time whip. It's obvious.
Højbjerg. Perisic.
Oh, I done everything right there, heading it down.
Paul Markey, this super chat from earlier that I forgot about. Mora, Sanchez, and Mora, dare I say Richarlison, just don't cut the mustard, guys. Get rid of them and quickly. Believe me, we knew this with Sanchez, Paul, and Mora at the end of the day is gone in like 6 months' time. He's just seeing out the rest of his contract. Probably reason then maybe not to play him, if you ask me. Richie, I can see why people are getting skeptical and losing their patience with Richie. Paul, I can understand it. With Sanchez and Mora, I mean, we all knew we wanted him gone a long time ago, especially Sanchez. We knew we wanted him gone forever ago.
Fuck you, Sanchez, you fucking idiot!
And then Jerome saying, "That's it, lads. Another season without a trophy. I'm done." It was our best opportunity. This was the most realistic fucking chance. You see all the teams that have been knocked out. Even if all the Premier League teams had gone through this round, it still would have been a much easier path than it had been previous seasons. It's the haunted 5th round again, Jerome. And it's despicable because this team should be good enough. And we keep losing to teams that are absolutely beatable in this round.
It's a true problem.
Fucking sick of this. I'm sick of it.
Oh my God, we can't even pass it 5 yards anymore.
Somebody, how is he getting out? How is he getting out?
They just want it more. They just want it more. We're done. We're done. This game's over and we ain't coming back. They just want it more.
Come on, Decky. Come on, Decky. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Come on. Come on.
No one wants to take responsibility. Look, they're all scared.
Sir. And Juma and Kulusevski on the same side as well. It's just...
Man United 3-1 up. Fuck it.
None of them want to take responsibility here. None of them. If I see a backwards pass or a sideways pass again, I'm going to fucking scream. Sanchez today. Davies. Fucking move it. Dyer.
Move forward.
Now is not the time to try stupid shit like that. We're just brain. We're actually brain dead. We've zero football IQ. I can't believe Dyer just tried an outside the boot ball when we're 1-0 down on 8 minutes. I'm sorry, but that is absolute atrocious and brain dead. Brain dead.
I can't believe it, Jerome. It's been our best chance. This is our most realistic chance of a trophy this season. Absolutely our most realistic chance.
Why are they so slow while moving it out? A bit of urgency. Fuck me. Are they even aware of the 1-0 down? What are you doing?
Fucking passes! Jesus fucking Christ!
Severe attitude problem. Think they're too good. Do not move it! Oh,
he's taking 8 touches on the ball.
He just has no awareness whatsoever.
He sabotaged us this game. I'm sorry. He has sabotaged us this game, Sanchez.
Yeah. It's like he wants us to lose.
Skip.
Perisic, get a fucking good ball in for once.
Misses Danjuma. Close. Sonny, mate, get on control.
You're fucking shit, Sonny. You've been fucking rubbish.
Sanchez, don't let him turn.
I'm sick.
Foul. No, he gives away a foul. He can't make a tackle to save his life. He can't make a tackle to save his life. Him and Perisic have been the 2 worst players on the pitch. By far the worst players on the pitch. Perisic has had glorious opportunities to get a good ball in. He's had glorious opportunities to get an assist from open play. He's missed every single one of them. And Sanchez has just been a liability for us defensively. He's just honestly sabotaging us. And on the ball, he's sabotaging us.
I'm going to go and start a fight outside in a minute, I think. There must be someone walking their dog that I can punch in the face. I'm so fucking angry. Come on,
nice, Sonny. Nice, Sonny.
Pissed.
He's going to get dry. Oh, he shoves him over here. Love it. Give it up.
Oh, where is he passing that to, though?
Give it up, mates.
Be selfish. Be selfish. As
Sir!
always. Ah!
Give up the
Got the
ball,
ball.
Sonny. You did so well.
He got too greedy, Sonny. Again, he just wants
Again.
He just got
Sanchez, no way he's getting
selfish,
pinned
Sonny.
again.
That's what he thought.
Sanchez
Oh,
is
fuck
so
off!
Did he do that again? Did he do that
Fucking
again?
idiot! You're so
Whatever
fucking
happened?
shit!
Whatever
You're so
happened
shit!
to holding him up and someone else coming across to you and take that is disgraceful by him. He's a disgrace. I don't want to see him again ever. I didn't want to see him tonight. I said I didn't want to see him tonight because he's a disgrace. There he is out there. And look at that. He's committing fouls like an absolute plonker and just allowing them to wind down the fucking clock when we are 1-0 down to a championship fucking team. Forrester could have done better as well there, to be fair.
I don't give a
this-
shit. We were asking for it. That's the thing.
Yeah, we just sat back. We just sat back in the second half. We allowed them to do it. Look at them. They're just passing around like Barcelona.
Oh, my Lord.
Get up! Get up! Get the fuck off the ball. Give me the
Sprint
ball back.
to get that ball back. Twerp.
Ping it long.
Don't take time. Just go with it.
Go long.
Hit Harry. Just hit
Go
Harry.
long.
No one running off him. What's the point?
There's no one even out there.
Pick that up. Now, come on. Please create something here. Shit ball by
Jeez,
Newman.
what is such a hospital? What do you expect is going to happen there?
Salzburg gets it in. Perisic.
Someone come up! Somebody anticipate! Why are you all standing next to each other? Why are you all standing next to each other?
What the fuck are you doing? You
one
absolute
wants it.
bunch of fucking cunts. You're fucking
No one wants
shit.
to be. No one wants to be at Bramall Lane Wednesday night pissing rain. They're a
You're
bunch. of pussies.
fucking shit.
Someone make him kick that fucking ball.
I'm so angry. I'm done. As soon as this game's over,
Oh,
guys,
Sanchez just lets that run.
I've broken fucking pint glasses tonight. I've done everything. Look at that. Look at that bad boy.
Oh my God, who's stepping over that? He did never play him again. Hoiberg to Ben Davies. Move this. Out to Perisic. One good ball is all I ask, man. One. It's a beautiful ball.
Harry!
That was the chance.
We're out. We're out.
That was
the chance.
Game over.
That was it. That was it. That was fucking it.
Fucking embarrassing. So embarrassing.
I'm out of here, guys. As soon as this game's done, I can't be bothered to.
No, I don't blame you. I don't plan on staying around too long either. This is fucking
So
embarrassing.
embarrassing.
I'm fuming. I'm going to go and kick something.
One of you sprint to take that down. Fuck me. There's 30 seconds left, you donkeys. Move it now. Ref.
Fucking blew it up.
Ball jobs. Absolute ball jobs. Absolute fucking ball jobs.
Shameful. Shameful.
It's another trophy we're not going to win this year. And you know what? It's all on them players today. The attitude, like, you got to keep asking yourself, how do we keep going out to these lower ranked teams across Europe and the Cups? You've gone out to Everton. You've gone out to Middlesbrough in this round. You've gone out to Norwich. Now you've gone out to Sheffield United. You've gone out. You got bet by Coaches in the League Cup under Pochettino. NS Moore in the Europa Conference League. Zagreb in the Europa League. I mean, you struggle in the group games in the Champions League this season because they're not big names. I'm absolutely fucking fed up with it. It's embarrassing. It's pathetic. These guys get paid 150, 200 fucking grand a week to show up against a championship team that they should be beating. They're carted off halfway across the world to play for their international team. And this is the shit they give us. It's embarrassing. When you take certain people out of this team, we absolutely
That's it.
crumble. The attitude is disgusting on some of these guys. Sanchez, What a crock of shit. Absolutely useless today. Falling over, giving away free kicks at the end, giving away silly passes. Perisic couldn't hit a fucking decent cross all game. It's absolutely embarrassing. I'm fuming, I'm embarrassed, and I'm fucking angry.
It's scary, to be honest, to see that a few players have been taken out of this team and the team has just been completely undone. They're incapable of playing against Sheffield and I. But this is the thing. You look at the players on the squad. There's 60 million pound players on the pitch. There's players like Højbjerg who were absolutely terrific against Chelsea, who didn't show up in the second half. You also look at Perisic, who's supposed to be a veteran, supposed to be one of the signings of the season. I mean, plenty of people, rightfully so, probably did see him as one of the signings of the season. Right now, maybe looking like one of the worst signings of the season. It's starting to be actually scary that we're this reliant maybe on the likes of Romero and Emerson as well. They seem to be the only people that are able to bring any sort of competency to the defense. Sanchez honestly was sabotaging us there, but I don't know. I'm going to bring in Weston, but Sean, I'm going to ask you as well because honestly, I don't blame you if you want to go, but you're welcome to stick with us. But I don't know, Sean, I do want your summary though, please, and then anything after that.
No, you know what? At moments like this, mate, I'm going to say things that I'm going to regret. Probably going to get your channel demonetized. I want to use every expletive. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. But I'm also going to, like, I know exactly what's going to happen now. I know exactly where the fan base is going to turn to, and like, I can't even be bothered to entertain it. It's a fucking disgrace from pillar to post. This 11 on the pitch was a shambles, and I don't even necessarily believe in my mind that if we played the full strength team, we would have been any better. I think there's just a mentality issue at Tottenham Hotspur that we think that we're better than these teams, and when it comes to it, we fucking shit ourselves. We shit ourselves. I don't know if Harry Kane being on the pitch from the start, or Ben Davies playing at left wing back, or fucking Emerson Royal at right wing back, or whatever. I don't, or even Romero. I don't think there's any difference. I think when push comes to fucking shove, Tottenham Hotspur are shit show FC. They fucking shit themselves every fucking time. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to sit here and blame. Yes, like fucking Sanchez was a donkey tonight, but like he was a donkey with the ball. He wasn't a donkey without the ball. Like it wasn't anyone's particular issue. We were just fucking shit again. Rudderless fucking dickheads. Rudderless fucking dickheads that didn't want to fucking seize the opportunity. It's the same old fucking shit. And I know what's going to happen. Everyone's going to look for somewhere to put the blame, and you can't put it on 25 people's heads, so you put it somewhere else. Whatever. Like, I'm just bored of it. I'm sick of the whole fucking lot. It's just typical fucking Tottenham, and I don't know what you can say about it. But you know what? I don't really want to be around for the aftermath of it. So if you don't mind, boys, I'm going to jump on.
I'm put your link in the chat, Sean. But I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Don't even bother, Jack. Because I ain't done. I ain't deserved it. I'm out. I just want to fucking go and like smash a punch bag or something. I'm pissed off.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Thank you, though, Sean.
See you
Thank you, though. Thank you, bro. See you, dude.
It's an attitude problem. Like, look, you can blame Stellini, you can blame Conte, you can blame everyone else, but at the end of the day, tonight falls on the players on the pitch. You should be beating Sheffield United. You should be testing their goalkeeper. Although I think the only test we gave them was Papa Marsar from long range in the first half. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, we were testing them more in the first half than we were in the second half, and that's what's also disgusting, to be honest, is that this team felt like maybe they were trying. They were pressing pretty high in the first half. They were trying to make things happen, but it then felt like then it would just required a bit more, maybe even more effort, or also as well just a bit more genius. But they just somehow were just absolutely flat in the second half, and that's the thing I just don't even understand. It's actually it pisses you off actually even more as well, though, because there's no excuse for it. This is also as well, again, everybody, I know I don't need to remind, but this was our most realistic chance this season of having like some sense of, like a fun season. This was kind of our little kind of a vacation, you could say, from all the rest of the drama that's been from Spurs this season. This could have been like our little kind of takeaway or sort of kind of bubble, if you will. And it's just been ruined again. It's been popped. But Wes, I'm going to bring you in here and I'm going to give you Crocodox's super chat here. And he says, we have 8 unwanted players on loan, and we still have all of these losers, Dyer, Davies, Sanchez, etc., that still have 3 good games and then sabotage our seasons. year after year, not even angry. I'm just numb to it now.
That's the key part, the last part, just numb to it all.
I really don't know really what to say. I'm very, very pissed. You should have saw my reaction when I saw the goal go in, because it's the same crap, but it's just a different day and year with these guys. And you know, I almost don't want to see no more games, because it's just like there's nothing there for us. Like, we're not going to win the Champions League. We can't beat Sheffield United. How the hell are we going to come back already one down against AC Milan, somebody who just won the Serie A just like a year ago? We're not going to get past that. We're gonna parade around and celebrate top 4 again. That doesn't win us a trophy. That doesn't win us shit. So it's like, there's nothing else for me to even watch no more, because these retards don't know what the heck they're doing. It's like we don't know what the heck is wrong with having some type of fierce mentality, having what I like to use a lot, Mamba mentality from the great Kobe Bryant, RIP. Mamba mentality, meaning you play 125% every time you're on the freaking field. There's no stopping. There's no jogging around. There's no walking. All I saw with Lucas Moore was him walking around. I'm sorry. I don't care if he was doing the little flitter steps here and there. That's what he always do. Like, all these players are jokes, bro, except for Harry Kane. All these players are jokes.
Losers.
Son doing the same crap.
Losers, like Crocodile
like,
says.
What is going on? But we already know
Losers.
what's going on.
I think losers is the right word. Losers is absolutely the right word, because how many times have they ruined our season? Like you said, that's another key word that he said, ruined our season. They'll put in a few good games, but then they'll ruin it with a performance like this, where, like we said, this was our only hope, maybe our only chance, our realistic shot at having a fun season, our realistic chance at coming together as a fan base, our realistic chance at finding something to be optimistic about, something to be hopeful for, and it's ruined yet again.
Do you know what winds me up? And then I do want to come in and answer Crocodile Super Chat. Look, this was many Spurs fans only sort of joy left this season. You know, many people said they'd rather give up top 4 for the FA Cup. And look, you know, we could put it down, we made changes, this, that, and the other. But the point is, at Tottenham Hotspur, we should be able to rest players and have players come in and still do a fucking job. You know, how dare these bottle job loser merchants? How dare they, fucking spineless, weak cowards? How dare they take the last bit of joy we had, especially in a game that they should be winning? They take their job for granted. They don't care about this club, a lot of them guys. They don't care. They couldn't give a shit. They're here for the big paycheck and an easy life. You know, and the sad thing is, they're not even going to hear how angry the fans are today. They're not going to hear it. They're going to go behind the gated mansion. They're going to close out the door. They're going to close out the noise. They're going to go to sleep tonight on their Egyptian cotton sheets, on their nice memory foam mattress. They're not even going to know how angry we are. They're not even going to come out and apologize. You know, they're not even going to come out and refund.
They'll be wearing noise-canceling headphones on the way out the stadium. They'll be wearing noise-canceling headphones on the way out the stadium.
It's embarrassing. You know, they're not even going to look to reimburse them away fans tonight. Nowhere near it. You know, they're absolutely spineless, weak cowards. Absolute cowards. Too many times have we come out and lost the teams in these rounds of the cups that we shouldn't, and that's down to attitude. They think they can walk out there, go around, put in minimum fucking effort, and think that it's just going to part open for them like the fucking Red Sea, and that they're going to walk in and score goals. They don't want to work for it. But then you've got players out there that are just brain dead as well in the moment. You know, you're chasing a game. You've got Sanchez taking 8 fucking touches on the ball. You've got him pulling down players.
Can't make a tackle either.
Pulling down the club around the ball. You got Dyer trying to play an outside of the boot ball, although he was decent enough tonight. You know, but I'm just sick of it. But then you got Crocodile. So you got wider issues, you know. You've got wider issues. You've got, like he says, a load of players out on loan. We don't know who's going to be a part of the squad, what any of them youngsters that are gone out. Are they coming back? Are they part of the plans? You got players out there that we bought 2-3 years ago that played their parts in results like this. You know, and we still need more gone, but played their parts in results like this. Still can't get them out the door either. A lot of big issues. Look, what I will say is we've still got top 4. I know it's not going to console anybody tonight, and I know it doesn't salvage anything because it's not a trophy. That's all we've got left in the Champions League game against AC Milan. But do you know what, Jack?
I've
I'm
even
not.
though
Oh,
I've lost even
it's-
I've said this before though, like, and I've lost even that sort of even any connection whatsoever to top four because we've done it. It's sort of what the club always sort of bases their whole hopes off of. And even with the luck of Arsenal this year, it just doesn't really even feel special at all, top four at all. This was the competition, like I said, and I'll continue to repeat it because let's be honest, this is what they've ruined. They've ruined the chance, it feels like, for a competition for us to be optimistic about. A competition that, again, feels like has slipped through our fingers. We saw Newcastle United go to the Carabao Cup final. We saw them go up against Forest in the likes of a semi-final. We've missed now two huge opportunities to go to at least a semi-final, to go far in a competition here. And it's just been blown up. You can pick either one, it feels like, too. You can use the Carabao or you can use the FA Cup, and they've just blown and destroyed both Forest as well as this despicable, embarrassing, and honestly, like you said, cowardly performances. And Crocodile is so spot on all of that. I think every single word spot on. Jerome is saying, so sick of being a laughing stock because of those players every fucking season. The losers being Sanchez and Dyer, etc. I mean, Wes, this is the thing, right? How many of these guys have probably been a part of these? I've probably lost count of this, from Enes Mira, Colchester, the likes of all the Belgium teams that we've lost to in the past, Wes. I mean, these guys have been a part of way too many of these, way too many of these. It's not like
Yeah,
it's their first or second, it's probably their 12th of these type of
yeah,
performances.
yeah. That's exactly what the caliber of what their mentality. That's what fans think. Once you do this, once you do what you're doing over and over again, you're gonna have it branded on your head almost when it comes to fans and what they think about you as a player. And a lot of these players, whenever we have moments like this, is usually those are the main suspects. And yet again, it's them again. So there's no way they're going to be changing because again, we have owners that are not. They're not gonna be like Chelsea and spend $600 million. It's just not gonna happen. So we're gonna have the same crap. Some of these players are gonna linger for a little bit longer. We may change them for younger players because we're going to be cheap. We're not going to get the best players available. That's going to be in the market. It's going to be same on until we get new ownership. And to be honest with you, that's really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for new ownership. I'm looking for ownerships that actually wants to win trophies, of at least win like in country tournaments and trophies like FA leagues. Because at this point, I don't care about winning the league, winning the league. At this point, we need to make a foundation of just winning again, because we just haven't did it consistently in years. We haven't did it consistently in years since back in the 80s, early 80s. We haven't, and ever since then, it's been very spotty. We'll win one here, then 7 years later, win another one. Now, 8 years later, we'll win another one. And now it's been 13, 14 years that we haven't won anything. So we just, the next ownership group, and I'm putting in the atmosphere, I'm going to say the next ownership group because that's what needs to happen. Because these guys, Enoch, they don't, if they really had a mentality of at least winning cups, they would have did what they need to do necessary to do it, regardless of what they're saying with the whole rules with that FIFA and UEFA is trying to come up with. That's not going to actually be in effect until another 2 or 3 seasons. So we need new ownership. We need an owner that's going to be proud to have us and also want to own a club that actually winning and not own a club that's seen as a laughing stock, because I'm sick of it as a fan.
Players, though, should have been.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of your points, though, Wes, but players should have been fucking good enough to get the job done tonight. It's not,
Yeah,
if these players aren't good enough,
that's
then
obvious.
they're being complete frauds, and they're complete frauds, to be honest. And that's
That's
the
odds,
thing, and
yeah.
that it's not even Conte.
Hey,
Especially after the first
you haven't heard
half
me
of the
say
way
nothing
it
about the
started.
coaching staff. This is not the coaching staff fault at all.
It's
To me,
players.
this is we don't went through 3 managers. I think every single one of the managers we even had could have won us something if they had if the players had the right mentality to listen to what their idea of football was, and if the ownership actually had the back. Jose could have won us something. He got fired before a final. I'm still never going to forget that. We had 2 other managers that could have did it. What's his name? Told the board that we needed to pretty much restart after the Champions League final. Nothing. We literally did nothing. So it just, at this point in time, it comes down to the players' mentality and we don't listen. You know, nothing to do with the coaching. Nothing to do with the coaching to me. I can't blame this on Stellini. I think Stellini, he put out the players that should have did the job. All those players he put in the starting lineup should have did the job.
For me, it's on the players. Jerome, my man, it is a laughing stock, brother. It is a laughing stock, and it's again another season that's been ruined by it. Azad Hamid, I can't pick this up because I've lost it, but Azad, if you're still listening, my friend, I'm going to read it aloud now. Sack Conte now. This was atrocious, but I would say, Azad, is that you have been consistent about it when it comes to, you know, your displeasure of Conte, and yet again another embarrassing defeat by this club, and I guess as well similar sort of embarrassing defeat to what was also last season for Middlesbrough. But it feels like Stellini knew about it, Conte knew about it, they had warned the players about it. It's more common for me that the players have been a part of these performances in Conte, but I would give it to Azad. You have been consistent about it, and this is an embarrassing result on odd accounts. But big yourself up, my friend, and I'm sorry I can't put it up on screen. And then also Neil Shafton, I can't put it up on either, but Neil Shafton saying, Dave, supporters would have been okay with winning an FA Cup at the expense of missing out at top 4. Everybody was saying that, Dave.
Everybody. That's everybody. Every fan channel you look at. I'm sorry, David.
No. I'm just going to say, look, absolutely everybody was saying it, you know. It's been a question going around all week, top 4 or FA Cup. And it's like, you know, everybody wanted the FA Cup, everybody. But we also have to get used to at Tottenham. We can't keep sending out Romero, Kane, and people like that every single fucking game to just win a game, regardless of the opponent. You know, this is a problem that has been at this club since the Colchester loss under Pochettino, that we keep going out to these fucking teams that we shouldn't be losing to. And it comes down to an attitude problem. It comes down to how you apply yourself, professionalism. Like, the thing is, right, you go through the squad there today. Perisic, he's lost out to Ben fucking Davies at left wing back. It's embarrassing. You think he should have a point to prove to out there tonight? Every single thing that guy touched, he gave way back to a Sheffield United player, whether it was crossing it, passing it, it doesn't matter. He was atrocious. Dyer and Davies played 2 good games against West Ham and Chelsea. And then that today. Davies was shit on the ball today. Shit. You go to Sanchez. The guy shouldn't even be allowed to be here to play this fucking cup round. There was an offer for him in January transfer window, but we allowed him to make his own decision that he didn't want to leave. We should have forced him out the fucking door. How long have I been banging on about getting in proper centre-backs? You can't take out Romero because he transitions the ball. He's good on the ball. He's cool, calm, and collected. And no matter what way you play football nowadays, you have to be able to pass it out and transition it out from the back. So when you bring in Davinson Sanchez, he's absolutely bloody useless. He can't do it. Talk was okay tonight. You got Højbjerg in the midfield. You know, off it tonight. You know, Papamata Sarr, good in the San Siro, not great tonight. Richarlison, you know, the guy's been clamoring to play up front, dying to play up front. He was absolutely non-existent. Every time he touched the ball, it bounced off him, giving it away. Again, another one with a point to prove. You know, Son has been way out of form this season. Given trust, put out there. You're going to be our guy to lead us through tonight. Let him down. Everything he touched, he fucking gave away. Lucas Moura, same thing. Put a bit of faith in him. Let him down. Reality is we can keep blaming managers and absolutely everything else at this football club. But the players also need to take the blame along with it as well.
Yeah.
And they do. I'm sorry. You know?
I think the players have to take the majority of the blame. I'm sorry.
It's happened under Nuno and it's happened under Conte.
Yeah,
they all can't. We have to get into our heads. We have to be able to rotate. We can't keep filing out the same guys to save us every week.
But it's the same guys that have come in when we've needed to rotate. Like Sanchez has come in for games before when we've needed to rotate and committed similar complete disgusting performances. We've had before in the past where Sessegnon has come in Ennis Mirror games, gets sent off within 30 minutes of the game and those sort of situations. It's always been the case, lads, that these guys have come in and have completely, you know, just bottled it from, you know, trying to just do the simple job, just being the simple rotation man. Phil, I'm going to bring you in here in just a second, my friend. But we also have Moondog saying, what a crock of crap. I'm absolutely fuming. Moondog, to be honest, it feels like a lot of people's hopes for this season has been ruined. It feels like Moondog. And then also DG saying, I'm sick of Moura. He was the best player. Richie absolutely sucked. I feel like Moura was probably the best player in the first half. Like the rest of them, though, completely disappeared into the second, though. I feel like DG kind of just went missing, if you ask me, DG. And then also Phil Coy saying, "Big up, lads, can pop on if there's space." And Phil, I just have to add you into the stream so that people can see you, but I'm just going to give you a moment here. But Wes, I mean, anything that you would say, just quickly on the fact that I must be honest, it feels like everybody in the second half disappeared. And that's where I feel like most left down as well, is that I could have saw it coming, but I felt like they looked so much better in the first. And that's what's more weird and more confusing as well, is that these players normally have been second half FC, but don't even show up in the second.
But yeah. And one way I knew that this game was probably going to go south right from the get-go, just how our body language is. You can tell a lot by our mentality if we're going to be, if this game today was going to be a good game, or we're going to have the Tottenham we've been seeing pretty much every season. And I saw a lot of body language that was very slow, methodical, no belief, thought this was going to be easy because they're going against a second division club that's fighting for promotion. And I knew right from just body language that, we got guys out there that was not going to pretty much give their whole all because they just thought they were automatically better. And that bled into the second half. And we got exactly what we got. And of course, there was I think it was about a point in the 77th minute. I said it would be funny if Sheffield United score a goal in a couple more minutes and right at the end of the game. And that's exactly what they did. And I was like, yep, this is exactly what I expected, sadly. Because it's just obvious. It's obvious at this point. You can pretty much tell by just body language if our players are even trying or not.
Do you know what makes it worse though, Wes? This is their this was their backup brigade. They had their starting players on the bench, and they were missing a lot of other starting players. They were missing their best players tonight. That's how embarrassing it is. Their best players were missing. They started their second string team.
And I think that's why I'm by my face, y'all seeing me be very calm, but y'all should have saw me when they scored that goal. I almost want to throw my phone at this dang TV.
It made me want to cry, actually. I don't even know.
Yeah, I almost cried. I literally almost cried because literally everybody and their mama we are Tottenham TV, to us, to every other Spurs channel I've looked at said this is literally the only competition this season we got a chance of actually winning. We could have won the League Cup if we had the smarts to actually stay in the game, but we lost that crap too. That was probably the easiest. The League Cup is the easiest tournament tournament to get to a final to. Plus, it's the first final you play in the whole season when it comes to all the tournaments for English clubs. So the fact that Manchester United went on and won it, it hurt me to the core because I didn't want to see them win that crap either, nor did Newcastle either. Yeah. But it's like that. It's so easy to get to that competition, get to a final, and we just make it seem like it's impossible. We make it seem like I know we were in it just a couple years ago in 2020, but it's just I don't understand. Like this, it literally broke my freaking heart because it's like it's over. There's nothing else to watch. I don't care nothing about us going to top four and trying to win against Premier League teams to get top four. We're not going to get a trophy from that. That's and then the backlash and crap and the stuff that all these other fans from other clubs say, I'm sick of hearing it
it's
from
laughing stock, like someone else said before. They're tired of being a laughing stock about it, and it's a classic.
You should see how it is here. You should see how you know as well, because you should see how it is being a Spurs fan here in America. It's freaking. They look at us like we're fucking crazy, being a Spurs fan. Like, why are you following this team? They don't win anything, and that's exactly what happens.
What do you?
You don't win anything.
I'm gonna bring you in here, Phil. Phil, give me your reactions, my friend. It feels like now your season, I'll be honest, I feel like a laughing stock, like someone said before, Moondog as well, saying like it feels like his season has been ruined. I feel like I agree with them. A lot of them before have just said it feels like their season has kind of been ruined.
Yeah, I'm fucking deflated, man. Absolutely deflated with that result. I had a bad feeling about this game even before the lineup was announced, and when I saw the lineup,
but that should be good enough to get the job done, Phil. That's just then.
If that's not
good enough, then that says so much about these players.
In my opinion, Jack, there's too many players in this squad that aren't good enough, that don't want to play for this club.
And too many that have been a part of these results in the past, I think, too, right? Because this isn't their first or their second, like I said before. This is their 12th, NS.
And they've failed every single time, Jack.
Exactly.
In these sort of games. Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So we continue to play these players and risk, going for a trophy that we you know, let's be honest, this was the only trophy that we expected to go for, you know, at this point in the season. You know, this was the best chance to go for this trophy this season. And in my opinion, we should have played our best team tonight. We should have played Kane from the start. We should have played Cooley. I don't know about Son. Maybe play Son as well.
Come off the bench. Come off the bench.
We should never have changed that back line tonight either. We should never have changed it. And that was the only chance of winning a trophy this season. And we fucked it up. Absolutely fucked it up.
This is the thing, though, for me, is that at some stage that we had to rotate players. Like, we couldn't have expected to just play the same lineup for when we had a game every 3 to 4 days. And so players did have to come in, and it is a squad. It isn't an 11. It is 25 players. So there are extra players here that what are they supposed to do? Just sit on the bench for the rest of the season and just pick up the paycheck? Because are they really that much of, like, you know, nuclear waste? Are they that, you know, are they that unusable? It turns out to be the case. But then if that is the case, that Spurs fans, as well as managers and whatnot, feel so unsure about using them when they haven't even played in weeks and all they're coming in for is just one game against a championship side, then we are then paying the price for what Dave and I have harped on about for years, which is getting rid of these guys as soon as possible. And the fact that we've been paying the price for not being as ruthless as we probably should have been in years before, we're paying the price for it still to this day. And this is what I mean. Like, we've had these results against Colchester, had these results just last season against Middlesbrough and
Middlesbrough. Yeah,
Middlesbrough, too many.
Middlesbrough.
But this is what I mean, Phil. Like, how many has Sanchez been a part of? I've lost count. Like 12 of these. He's been a part of.
Like, he started in all those games.
Well, this is why you don't. This is why it's a risk with playing these sort of players in an important game like this. This is, to me, this was the most important game of the season so far for me, because this was the best chance to win a trophy for Tottenham Hotspur this season, and we played a lineup like that. You know, more so the back line for me should have not been changed tonight. And you got players like Sanchez, Davis. I mean, you have to play Dyer, but you've got them type of players in the back line that they're not good enough to play these sort of games, these important games to get us through to, like, you know, the latter stages of the competitions. They can't do it. They're not good enough. No. And we continue to play them every single time, and we get the same result every single time.
Seasons, and they sabotage
insanity.
The thing is, coming into the business end of the season, you're expected to play every 3 days, you know, and you're looking at the guys who have been bit part players. Where's your hunger coming into the business end of the season? Where's your desire? Where's your wantingness to get in and help the fucking boys out, dug you out of a hole up until now because of how shit you've been? Where is that hunger to come in and help the team? It's not there. And look, we can sit here, we can moan that we should have put our strongest team out. But the reality is, when you're playing every 3 days, you've got to rotate. You have to rotate. You can't keep relying on the same boys. And the fact that we're coming into these games with a bit of nerves, they played their fucking second string team out. I don't want to hear anyone say to me, oh, well, we told you to be careful of Sheffield United. They played their second string team tonight. You know, they were decimated with injuries and illnesses. And we're playing, we've got players that are international players coming in here. And the reality is, that team should be good enough to beat Sheffield United.
It's not Stellini's fault. It's not Conte's fault that Sanchez can't come in for one fucking game against Sheffield United to fill in for Romero. Romero, who everybody, let's remind ourselves, has been injury prone this season as well. So he does need to be rested, because then we risk the possibility of losing him for the rest of the season, like we have with other players, Bentancur, Basuma, etc. Right? So we had to have Tanganga or Sanchez come in. And it's just not on Stellini or Conte that these guys end up sabotaging us in this sort of manner. Somebody's got to come in. Somebody's got to do it. It can't just be big bad boy Romero doing it every single game. He's already doing it for 95% of the games. You can't expect him to do it for 100% of them. It's just not realistic. We already play like over 60 games in a season, but I get it, Phil, that it's the most important game of the season, but it's also as well, like, you just expect these guys to be able to do it. It's Sheffield United. Like, it should be possible. It should be possible.
We expect them to do it, but I don't expect him to do it myself.
Same.
I don't expect these players to do it and come in and try and get us through to the next stage.
And this is
tonight.
why we're paying the
I
price,
didn't
though, for
expect him-
keeping them
I
around,
didn't
because
expect
they're
him to go
supposed to be.
through tonight with
But
that lineup.
the thing is, who's going to come out and take responsibility for this? Because managers have paid the responsibility for the ones previous. Who's going to come out and take ownership of this one? I want to know. I
Ain't
want to
gonna be
know.
honest.
It can't be another manager. It can't be. I don't care. It just can't be. Someone else has to come out and take ownership for this.
Yeah.
They have to.
Some
Well, I
super,
mean, Paul-
just quickly, Phil.
Yeah,
Adrian
go on.
G is saying, "Big up, lads. We no longer know how to win a cup." Is that what you feel like, Phil? Maybe forgotten now at this stage how to even win a cup.
Bruh.
I mean, fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
I mean, how long is it since we've won a trophy? Come
But I
on, man.
think
Fucking hell.
Ian Cook then saying, "Big yourself up, Ian." He says, "Absolutely shocking from everyone, no matter who the manager is. Things will not change when you have some of these players." Would you agree, Wes?
Yeah, I completely agree. And like what the last person said, we don't remember none of the players. I think nobody on our team has ever really won a trophy except for like Larice and was Richarlison on that South America Cup win. That they're the only ones, and so pretty much nobody has won except for Perisic when he won for back for Inter. But other than that, most of our players never won anything club level. That's already ridiculous within itself. So, you know, mentality is nowhere to be found. Mentality is nowhere to be found, and that's the biggest problem.
Spot on.
Yeah.
There's a mentality issue as well, like Wes said. It is a lot of that, mentality issue with the players at Tottenham Hotspur at the moment.
And then
It has
Moondog,
been for a while.
Moondog in here with a super chat. Not able to put it up on screen, Moondog, but hopefully you can hear me loud and clear, my friend. And he's saying, Dave, Moondog here is saying, "I need a break from this crap and we won't get top 4. These players are a joke. They can fuck off. I'm absolutely done."
Yeah,
That's
that's
Season
how I
is
feel.
shattered, Dave. Like plenty of
That's how I
people's
feel.
seasons are ruined. It's ruined.
That's how I feel. That's how a lot of people. I'm sorry, David.
No, look, I was just going to say, I don't blame people. I predict many people are just going to take their heads off Tottenham for the next 3 to 4 days. You know, I reckon some people are just going to refuse to watch the Wolves match. And, you know, this is what these players need to understand, some of these guys, you know, the effect that has on the fans. Fans that tune in to watch this club long before them and long after they're gone. Fans that tune in, put things off, miss things just to watch these guys play. The adulation the fans give them. Most, you know, some of the fans that are lucky enough pay to follow this club all across Europe, all across England, every single weekend. It's like a fucking religion to us.
Yeah.
And they just shit on us. They let us down. You know, when next time they decide they're going to go out there and think they can walk through the fucking motions, listen to what I'm saying now. You know, respect the fans that made the fucking trip up there. Respect the fans that stayed up late tonight or, you know, were working today. Come home from work. Tell the missus and kids, sort yourself out tonight. I'm watching Tottenham. You know, respect them fans. Too often these guys don't hear enough of this. They're sheltered away from it. I hope they're fucking made. Go onto all social media platforms and listen to the reaction because this can't not continue against teams you should be beating.
I think we're going to continue to pay the punishment for these guys sticking around, and it just has to do with the fact that we haven't gotten rid of them in seasons past with Hitchin and whatnot. Paratici hasn't been able to get rid of 30 players, I guess, soon enough, but it's not his fault. I think that he inherits 30 of these dopes. He already has 20 of them out on loan at the moment. But Moondog, I don't blame you for your season feeling ruined. And then Wes, Jerome is saying something very similar. And Jerome, not able to put it up on screen again, my friend, but hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. And Wes, he's saying here, Jerome is, "I'm done for this season. Fuck top 4. I wanted a trophy. And once again, we end with nothing."
And I completely agree, my G. I completely agree. Cause like, what is there? We don't seen us get to top 4. Every time we get to top 4, we don't do anything with it anyway. All the momentum of us saying we're going to get big time players or having the top 4 or having the Champions League spot, that didn't really transpire because of our ownership. You know, our ownership really doesn't go after the best players. You know, they go after like the one right under the best player. You know, middle ground players a lot, or lots were, or ones with like high potential, or they just get lucky off of like how we did with Bentancur and Kulusevski. You know, there's nothing else to watch. There's nothing else for me to watch. Like at this point, I have to because you know I do love the club, but the thing is, we used to be leaders in FA Cup wins. We used to be the record holder as a club with the most FA Cup wins to any other English club. We've lost that by far in the last, like, we don't, like that last 91 was the shirt he has on right now. That, like, well, I don't think it was that particular shirt, but that era of that logo with that shirt, we haven't won that FA Cup ever since then. Like, we completely lost it by the wayside by Man United and Arsenal, and I think Man City as well is creeping up on the record. It's like, and they win it for fun. They literally win it for fun.
Yeah.
Like, we can't even get one little happiness of winning it once. They win it for fun every year, and pretty much put out their third team. Like for the League Cup, they put out their C teams and win it, which is freaking ridiculous. And that just tells you, of course, with the money side, but that tells you the ambition of their ownerships, regardless of what you think of how they got the money, so on and so forth. At least their ownership group has the ambition saying, we're not going to lose. We're not going to be your last spot team.
Though the backups more that they just have better backup mentality. Like the guys that
Which is crazy because they barely play.
Yeah, the guys that do have the bit part roles have a better mentality than the ones that have bit part roles in our squad. I mean, it's no different. I mean, having a bit part role is still a bit part role, no matter what team you play for, and they still seem to have a better attitude about it at Man City. At other clubs,
they're on the bench. On the bench, you think our players are on the bench? No, some of the players, they're going against players that are seen as one of the best players in the world on most of those teams. So even when they do get on the field, the fact that they're playing that dang hard, which they should anyway because they barely play, but the fact that they still show that same level of mentality, regardless if they're starting or haven't played in dang months, and still go out and do a job.
Yeah.
Like, dude, they're getting paid very good money to play this game. And to get to this level and play like that against a second division side, it just don't make no sense. And that's what pisses all of us off so hard, because it just makes no sense. Why would you want a Division II team to pretty much show you up?
And I actually have 2 super chats to give to you here, Phil, because I feel like, I'm not sure if you'll completely agree, but I feel like you might agree more so than others will. And James Coffey and Chunky Cheeks, yet again, I apologize, guys, can't put them up on screen, but hopefully you can hear me say it out loud. James Coffey saying here to you, Phil, he's saying, I do blame the coaches, guys. We have no system of play, just hit and miss game after game. He's kind of upset with the inconsistency. And then Chunky Cheeks, if you can hear me out loud, Chunky, he's saying they put out a weak inside as well. It does make it worse. Yeah. So Chunky Cheeks, as well as James, they're a bit upset, Phil, that it was a weak inside and that could have been avoided.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll get what you're saying with the rotation, right? But we haven't got a good enough squad to rotate. We haven't got players to come in and rotate the first team players. They're not good enough to get the job done. And this is why tonight, before the game started, I wanted to see a strong lineup to get us, 1 goal, 2 goals up, to get the job done first half, then bring these type of players on. Yeah. That's the way I sort of see the game going if we'd had that sort of team from the off. I'm just fucking deflated, man.
No, I mean, your season ruined. I'll repeat it again. I don't like to repeat it, but I think it is. I think it's just a ram at home. It's your season ruined, Phil. It feels like.
Yeah, I mean, Dave said we've still got top 4. We're still in the Champions League. The season's not completely over. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I was less excited about those things, weirdly, Phil. I was less excited about those than I was about the FA.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to win this competition more than any other, to be honest with you. This was the realistic trophy that we could have won this season. Yeah. And through a selection, in my opinion, which should have been a lot stronger than what it was, we've missed the boat there big time.
Dermatron, pick yourself up, Dermatron. Dave, he came in with a super chat and he's saying, I am devastated and embarrassed tonight. I think everyone's devastated and embarrassed. And then B Sing HD saying, been saying for years, Dave, that we have a squad full of weak-minded and frail players. Sheffield had players out. Their replacements showed desire tonight. Dave, even Sheffield didn't even have their strongest team out as well. They even had a B team. They had bit part players out there that could get the job done. Why couldn't we?
hungry, Jack. They wanted it. They wanted the upset. You could see it there. You know, that guy then near the end, he's on the ground and he still comes up with 3 of our players around him, still comes out with the ball.
Yeah.
You know, they just wanted it more. They were hungry.
And Dave, look at their defenders. Look at their defenders fucking going into challenges, you know, not half-hearted like Sanchez and fucking Davis and players like that, not half-hearted going into challenges. Do you know what I mean? Robinson at the back for them. He was everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Their back three was going into challenges until the last minute. And I didn't see that from our players. It was half-hearted all the way through the game.
Everything was half-hearted. Even going forward was half-hearted. Even the passes in the middle.
I got it.
How many times was I sitting there during the game screaming for players to move about, to run, to move off the ball? I mean, it was absolutely dreadful. At one stage, we're 1-0 down, and there's 3 players standing there. I'm like, hang on, guys. Someone go and fucking press the ball. We're fucking Tottenham Hotspur. You realise we're 1-0 down and the upset is happening. Go after that ball, fucking chase it down. But you know what the problem is? Some of them think they're too good to do that. They think Sheffield United are just going to give it back to them. They're going to get on the ball half-hearted and they're going to get 1-0. It's absolutely ridiculous. Look at that goal tonight. You know, I knew it was coming. I knew it because you just see the team. Everyone stood off. They had chances to go out and press, close it down out wide, refused to do it. And then all of a sudden it bounces around. The guy gets on it, beats 3 players, 3 of them.
Do you agree, though, Dave, with B saying that a lot of it then just comes down to desire? It's really just the mentality that, I mean,
the attitude, hunger, mentality. They wanted to win tonight. They were buyoed after getting through after Wrexham. People were slagging Billy Sharp off, crying for getting through. But it shows how much he wants it.
Yeah.
You know, it's his boyhood club. I don't see any of our players crying walking off the pitch tonight.
No, not one.
You know, they'll go in there now, they'll sit down, have the shower, whip each other with towels, probably throw some hair gel, you know, they're going to tell some home truths. It's going to be that exciting. They're going to fucking gel each other's hair and blow dry it. I'm fed up with it. I'm absolutely fed up with it. I'll be honest, I just want this night to end. I want to go to bed and I want to fucking cry. This is a good chance of a bloody trophy. This is a good chance to get a hoodoo off our back. Most of the Premier League is fucking gone. And we suffer an embarrassment blow tonight again in the 5th round. You know, it can't keep happening. We got to, I think now, you know, we've got to accept, and we can't fall into the same team next season. You know, look, I call for changes tonight, but the one thing I said is you can't rotate.
The same guys are going to do us next season if we don't get rid of them. That's the thing. But Faz, Radfar is saying here, Wes, he's saying, I said to win, we need Romero and Kane to start. Fact. But this is the thing, Wes, is it becoming the case? And I think Phil is sort of alluding to this because in order to win and guarantee a win, it feels like we need Romero, Kane, these sort of players to guarantee winning or to at least guarantee a solid chance. We can't expect to get it done without him, it feels like.
Yeah, sadly, that's the case because also I'll throw in Long Lane in there too and put Davies as left wing back because I feel like Perisic can't do the job. I think his age is really, really showing, and for some reason it's showing when he changed shirts to another club because to me, he wasn't playing nothing like that when he was at Inter. I didn't see none of the stuff I'm seeing right now from Perisic that I'm seeing, but it's ridiculous, you know, and it's like, I say the same thing about the mentality issue that David was talking about. After I answered that question. But I saw when Son beat his 3 players, or kind of, so to speak, beat his first 2 players, you saw him kind of give up by the time he get made to the box. He kind of just let the ball just get off his feet. He got, you know, he's too finesse to me. He's too reliant on his finesse. He doesn't have no grit to him. I think he's a little bit of I don't want to say crybaby because he is my favorite player, but my favorite player, I get on you as well. I don't care. You know, especially the way he's playing this season. So I can get on him and fans will come at me, they can come at me. But to me, he's a little bit of a crybaby when it comes to actually going in dirty and fighting for fighting to keep possession of the ball once he gets to that final third. When he did beat those 2 or 3 men, he pretty much just let the ball, he pretty much let him get knocked off the ball, I guess hoping for a penalty, which is ridiculous to even think that we're going to get a penalty call when we're Tottenham Hotspur.
Like
we really don't get a penalty call.
That he just wouldn't shoot it off to somebody else.
Exactly. And then when you see the Sheffield player, when he played his 3-man, he made sure he kept that damn ball even afterwards. He didn't care if he wasn't about to get knocked off it at all. He said, I was going to take that ball. I'm going straight in the middle because y'all players are playing light. Y'all playing light defense on me. So I'm gonna give y'all something to laugh about. Boom, he hit it. And it went in. And thing is, Son could have did the same thing, but he doesn't have that grit in him to me. And I think that's another reason. If he had some grit in him, kind of like a little bit of Richarlison type of grit, where you just, that don't care attitude, maybe he'll probably get knocked back into form. But to me, I think he's a little bit, he's a little light. Sad to say.
Yeah.
He's a little light.
We would have got Blackburn in the next round at home if we would have won tonight. So
That's
wow.
disgusting.
That's like
disgusting.
That, and we are on TV. They were saying for weeks that this is our best chance. The teams that were left literally were giving us the key to the final, the key and the door to unlock it.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
Blackburn. I almost want to throw down the phone. It's like, do these guys want to win a trophy?
And then you're in the semifinal after that. You're in the semis after that. They're in the semis after that. I mean,
they knew who they had left after they beat Sheffield United. They knew that there wasn't a lot of big time teams for them to even go after, to even compete against like that. You were thinking in those players' mind, like, man, we could be heroes. We could be literally, you'll be seen as legends if you won us an FA Cup. Yeah. Everyone on the team, even if we think they were shit or not, they would be seen as legends if they somehow won us an FA Cup.
I mean,
for real.
The fact that it is Sheffield, though, the next game. Or sorry, the fact that it is Blackburn the next game, it does then make me think about maybe you don't rest as many. But at the same time, I'm just tired of these guys getting getting excuses and the managers being blamed for their fucking incompetence. But Faz Radfar, I hear you, my man. It's starting to become the case, and probably has always been the case, that we just can't win without Romero, Kane, and then also as well DG saying here that I don't understand. We're bad, so start our starters if. Knowing that Blackburn was over the hill after this, and then after Blackburn, it's a semifinal. I get it, DG. But like I said, I'm just tired of the players like Sanchez, etc., just getting sort of the excuses and getting kind of, the pass when, the managers get the blame for their incompetence. Like I said, I'll repeat it, but I'm just done with it. I'm tired of that.
Can somebody explain to me why he always slips? Can somebody explain that to me? This man slips every freaking game, bro.
Any pitch he'll find.
This man slips every time it's a big possession and he catches the ball. This man slips every freaking time. What kind of boots do you have on, bro?
He'll slip in. I said he'd slip in the desert. It doesn't even matter. 2J here with a super chat here, Dave.
Player do that crap, bro.
2J here, Dave.
To slip like that, man.
2J here saying teams like this beat us because they have more passion going into the game. Our players earn thousands of pounds per week for a professional club in a cup game. I don't understand why they aren't playing every minute like it's a final.
Look, this is the thing. You got to question how many of them want to be there. It's what it comes down to. He's absolutely spot on, 2J. They have the passion, the hunger, the hunger. They want to outwork us. They want to win every ball. They wanted to, every time they went forward, they looked to penetrate us. Ours was all half-arsed attempts. People. You look at our forward line as well. Our forward line's got to take a lot of responsibility because they're all selfish on the ball. Every single one. They all wanted this worldly goal. They all wanted to beat 4 or 5 players. When they were shooting, they could have laid in. There was two times I caught all 5 minutes after each other. One was Son, one was Richarlison. Son had the ball. The fullback, he drew it in, slip in Perisic. He didn't do it. He decides to shoot. Richarlison had the same thing on the right-hand side. Could have slipped in Porro because he pulled the fullback over. He didn't. He went for the shot and he ended up hitting the fucking corner flag. Forward line were way too selfish today. There was no link-up play. There was no, sort of like players running off each other, players running behind, any sort of quality of ball. And then, it's Sheffield United, they plugged away and they got one moment and they fucking took it. Yeah. But he's right. It does come down to, the professionalism of some of these players. Like he says, our players have played hundreds of thousands a week, and they think this game is beneath them. Imagine if any one of us walked into a normal job and said, do you know what, Tuesdays, they're beneath me. I'm just going to have an easy day today. You'd be fired. So why do these fucking Muppets think that they can fucking have that? It's an absolute joke. You know, if I was on that Tottenham bench, and what pisses us fans off more is because if any one of us was on that bench, we'd be raring at the chomping at the bit to get on and take our minutes. Wanted to help the boys out in the business end of the season. You know, business end of the season, and some of these guys still aren't ready.
What
We,
pissed
we
me
didn't.
off? What
We,
pissed
we,
Sorry, go
yeah,
ahead.
we didn't respect Sheffield United tonight. We didn't respect them as a team. You know, they're doing well in the Championship. They ain't no fucking pushovers. Like I said that.
Team though, man.
Say again.
This isn't even their starting team. They were missing
Yeah.
Clark, Enda Stevens. Their starting midfielder started on the bench. Their starting attacker started on the bench. Ollie McBurney was missing. They went with a 40-year-old striker. They were decimated with illness. This was their fucking second/third string team put together to go out there tonight.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, but we still have to respect them because they're doing well in the Championship. All right, they didn't have most of their first starters in, but they still had players to come in and do a job tonight, which they did. You know, and they wanted to prove a point to their manager. You know, we had players coming in tonight to prove a point to the manager, and they fucking messed it up.
Yeah.
But
Simple as.
Paul, when you've got someone like Sanchez, just quickly, right? When you got someone like Sanchez who was offered a way out of here in January.
Yeah.
I remember the first thing
Exactly.
Jack said. First thing you said, Jack, was
Exactly. This is the point I'm about to make.
He's not here for the football. Go on, go ahead. Sorry.
No, this is the point I was about to make to 2J, Dave, here is that it's like there's bit part roles everywhere. Like even the guys that just came on for Sheffield United, the 40-year-old striker, how many games does he really get a week? He only plays a bit part role for Sheffield United. He was up for it, and he's paid hundreds thousands less than Sanchez is. He's paid hundred thousands less than our bit part role players. So how is it any different for some of these bit part role guys who are playing at Sheffield? How is it that they're more up for it than the guys at Spurs who are paid this cushion lifestyle that just come in for 1 or 2 games for Romero, for Kane, whatever it may be, just to do the job, and they simply can't do it, and they ruin our seasons over it. But if they didn't want this bit part role, if this sort of thing was beneath them, right? If they don't really like these sort of spared minutes, if they didn't want it, why is it then, Phil and 2J, that they're denying all these moves away from the club? Why is it that Sanchez denied his move over to Nantes or whatever it was, or it was to Rennes or some club? He had an opportunity to head on over to Ligue 1. He denied it. Why is it that Ben Davies has denied moves away? Why is it that the rest of these players deny moves away from the club? If they don't like these bit part roles, if they don't want these sort of, tossed away sort of type of minutes that plenty of other people would happily take and be able to put in more of an effort, then why is it that they're not taking minutes elsewhere at other clubs? They've been offered countless opportunities to go elsewhere.
Well, and this is
That's
why
I can't blame the manager then, Phil, if that's a scenario, because they're just sticking around like cockroaches.
Well, this is down to the owners, the recruitment team. With Sanchez, right? Okay, we had a bid come in. We decided not to let him go, and that's due to him not wanting to leave. Right? We didn't have a replacement to come in for him. I think that's what was the main thing behind it. We didn't have no replacement for him to come in.
Well, we couldn't have replaced him because we couldn't get rid of him because he didn't want to leave.
Well,
because we need for one foreign spot to go, we replace it with another foreign spot, but we can't just bring in another foreign spot without getting rid of Sanchez.
At the end of the day, we're stuck with him, aren't we?
We're stuck with him because of him, though. That's we're stuck with him because of him.
Let's be real.
Well, he ain't going to leave, is he? He ain't going to leave for the amount of money he's on. If he goes somewhere else, he's going to be on fucking way less money.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to sit at Tottenham Hotspur and just keep taking the money.
He also ruin our season at the same time with these sort of performances.
He ain't going to League One. Why he's not earning that Tottenham unless he's going to PSG. The problem is they're happy with the roles here because it's big money. It's easy for them. If they really cared, they'd accept the less wages and they'd go out and play first team football, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. That's why I just find it hard to. It's just because if they didn't want these bit part roles, if these bit part roles were beneath them, then why aren't you taking your opportunities to go elsewhere when they've been given to you? It's just you can't have it both ways. You just simply can't pick yourself up, 2J. I hope we answered that as best we could, but I think we did. Chunky Cheeks says Ass Brigade. I mean, believe me, you're being quite kind there, Chunky. And we were able to get that one on screen for you, my friend. But believe me, they are an absolute ass brigade. And like I said, if plenty of people are willing to take bit part roles for 100,000s less, and apparently this one is beneath them. And then Asama with a super chat here, Wes. And he says Tottenham will win when you get a new owner. Top 4 money is a cup for Levy and Enoch. This is sad. Levy do not want trophies, period. Trophies cost money, he says.
I completely agree. But I'm saying, I understand, I understand both sides of the argument with the Enoch out and all that bullcrap. But to be honest with you, at this point, for what I've been looking at the history, I've been looking at what this ownership group has been doing, how they move when certain situations happen throughout the season. This goes back all the way when they owned the team in 2001. To me, I don't think they're about winning. I don't think they care nothing about trying to win trophies consistently. I think they're fine with being seen as owners of a laughingstock team. I don't understand why. Because, people, when they get to that kind of thing, they're a lot of posh and they like to boast about things. I don't understand why you boast about a team that hasn't won a trophy in years. Like, I don't see what the point of owning. Like, most people like that who gets to those heights don't want to own a team like that. If they're going to own a sporting team, they want to own a sporting team that's a beast, that's winning, that, is in the limelight. Or I don't know what Enoch and whatever they're thinking, but they're completely okay with just making it a cash cow. You saw they done added the F1 thing. They got that deal done. They're just doing stuff like that. It's really just a cash cow to add more profits to their, thing and make them make money in that kind of way. It's not really something where they care about the actual sport and trying to improve the team in that way. Like how Todd Bowley, regardless of what y'all saying about American owners, Todd Bowley, at least he's trying. He threw in $600-something million of his own money trying to make that team better. Has the team got better? No, because of mostly, I think, the coach. But at least he's like, okay, I want the team to win because I just bought them for $1 billion. I'm not finna just have a team I'll just be, be a laughing stock or be in the middle of the table. For our owners, they're completely fine with that as long as we make top 4. That's really all they care about.
Keyword ambition.
Yeah,
and that owner at Chelsea, Ted Bowley or Todd Bowley, he's got ambition. He's spending the money.
Say what you want about him and how he's spending it, but he's doing it because he wants his team to be good. Like, that's really all you can ask for an owner when you're a fan of a club. And the thing is, I think we have owners that they're not about it. They're like, they own this team for like 23 years now. And we only got 1 trophy from them? Come on. And you telling me, and yes, we made it to a couple other finals and we just lost. But at the end of the day, we should be making those finals a whole lot more consistently than the spread out way we have been on getting to those finals.
Let's be real tonight, though, with this result. It's not down to the owners tonight. It's down to
the players. Of course, today is about the players. Yeah, overall, it's on the ownership.
To play devil's advocate, Phil, or just to ask the question, maybe just to satisfy some people, is it like the owners, like I said before, like guys like Sanchez who refuse to take offers away from the club, refuse to, take the moves that are given to them? Is it maybe also, though, up to the owners just to be even more brutal, be more ruthless, and just get rid of these guys and, we paid the price of not getting rid of them before, maybe?
Yeah.
We are in this shit state with the squad we've got. It is down to the owners. It is down to the owners.
They need to be more ruthless with these guys that have cost us in these games.
100%. They need to have
the money to buy them out.
They need to have ready-made replacements come in to replace the players that aren't good enough for this club. They should have a plan and a strategy and a vision to get these players out, to replace them with better players for the future of this football club. Yeah.
And I think from now on, I think a lot of wherever the scouting needs to be for the future of this club, we have to get players that are known and it's in their scouting report that they play 110% every game, no matter what. That has to be, to me, I think that has to be one of the main focal points if you're trying to scout a player or a potential player or a player that's already pretty established in whatever league he's playing in. It has to be a player that plays 110%, regardless of the situation they're in, regardless of what club they're at. It does not matter. I think that has to be a key scouting point. That has to be from now on for whatever future player we get at Tottenham Hotspur. We just cannot have no more players that are just fine with going through the wayside and going through the lights. That's just not
100%. 100%. And we've got too many players at this club. That aren't 100% committed to this club. You know, we've got too many of them in this squad, so we need to get rid of them. Get rid of them pretty sharp.
Yeah, I completely agree. And awesome. I think Wes gave you, the best answer he could. And I've also tried to give, that sort of, question as well. Like, while these guys have stuck around and while these guys have been given plenty of opportunities to leave, that's my point,
Plenty.
that they have been given opportunities to leave. It is also up to the owners as well to be more ruthless if that's how they're going to play ball. It's just how it is. Big yourself up though, Osman. I do really appreciate your support, my friend. And then we also have as well Tyler here, member for 9 months, fan show member Dave, and he says if Sanchez ever plays again for Tottenham, that is an absolute joke and is just utter disrespect to all of us. Cut up the contract now. I don't even care if we lose 40 million on him.
I really don't either. It's just 40 mil. Like,
Wes,
give off the books, man.
I'm asking Dave.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, for me, I mean, I said it coming into this game. You couldn't bring this guy into the starting lineup. You just can't do it. Defensively and on the ball. I'm sick of this guy. I think he's absolutely useless. I think he's atrocious. Remember there at one stage in the first half, the ball came back to him and he just ended up with arse on the ground. It's fucking embarrassing. I said the one thing you couldn't change today was that back three. It's the one thing you can't change. You can change elsewhere. You can't change that back three today. They did, and we paid the price because, there's times where Sanchez is giving away the ball. We don't give them away. You start to build up a bit of a head of a steam, right? Yeah. But when you've got an idiot like that, you can't. That's why our attacks are so few and far between, because the consistency of the ball. People fall in. How many times did he kick away a fucking 6-yard ball to an opposition player? The guy is an absolute shambles. I don't want to see him in a Tottenham jersey. In fact, I don't want to see him in a Tottenham jersey after what he was doing under Nuno. He's an embarrassment, this guy. An absolute embarrassment. I don't want to see him again. I don't. He's got to be forced out of this club in the summer.
Yeah.
We knew, in fact, he shouldn't have been played after what happened in January, because straight away you've got to know it's not football for him.
Yeah,
it's not. It's all about money.
And then Dermatron here, Dave. He's asking you tonight. I wanted the FA Cup more than anything. Now for me, the season is over. Top 4 is not a cup. Dave, you are right. I am devastated and angry, and I've just had enough.
Look, top 4 is not a trophy. It's not a trophy, but you can't overlook the importance of it in terms of, I want to be in Champions League next year. I don't want to be in Europa League, Conference League. And the revenue that it brings, it helps us out in the transfer budget as well. So it is important that we do finish inside top 4, albeit not being a trophy. Look, we all wanted the FA Cup, Dermot, and the fact that we would have got Blackburn at home and you would have put yourself in the semi-final.
Sickening.
It's sickening. It's devastating. And you know what? I've calmed down now. I've gone past the part of angry. I'm just numb, upset, tired, had enough. I've just had a fucking enough, man.
Yeah, I don't blame you. And Dermot, it is the case that the owners do see top 4 as the priority. They do see top 4 as the trophy, but this is what I'm about to get onto. And this is to Bottom Duda Super Chat. And he's saying our chances of winning the FA Cup were not very high, especially when United are still alive in the tournament. Time to move on. Great stream, though, guys. I'm going to have to disagree, to Bottom Duda. Respectfully disagree on that, because I think this was a better chance than almost it ever has been in years. Let's be honest. I don't think this has ever been the case that there have been this many teams in the Premier League that have been knocked out this early. I don't think it's ever been the case that this many strong teams like Arsenal and whatnot have been knocked out this early as well. A lot of strong teams have been knocked out of the FA Cup. You have the likes of Grimsby, basically making it, potentially could make a semi-final. You got Blackburn this far. You got Sheffield United taking our spot, making it this far. I'm going to have to disagree, my friend, respectfully, of course, but it is I think
just jump in on this as well, Jack.
It was our easiest chance of a trophy in a while, and it was our easiest chance of a trophy this season. Sorry,
yeah.
Go ahead.
The only team I was wary of really was United. City this season, we've got their number. We have done for a while. So the United was the only team I was worried about. If we got to the final against United, who knows what we would have done, Yeah. But yeah, it's just it's devastating. this was the best chance of a trophy this season, and we blew it away with the selection, the desire to win the game, to get us through to the next stage. It's on the players. It's not down to the owners. It's down to the players tonight, and partly the manager as well, in my opinion. It's just it's numbing. It's absolutely numbing. Like,
he followed up by saying playing against weaker teams and failing to score allows them to gain confidence and believe they can win. We then make mistakes in these situations. This was a question I practically put word for word on the pump up to bottom Duda. I'm completely with you 100%, where I basically said to Dave, if Spurs do get that early goal, if they push hard in the beginning to try to maybe get all over the team, force them into mistakes, grab maybe an early goal or two, you completely take Sheffield United out of the game. You take all of their gas. Their real quality probably starts to show. But the longer they stay in it, the more the crowd gets encouragement, the more the crowd might think that there is the potential of an upset here, the better Sheffield United start to look, the worse we'll start to be. Maybe the more we start to cave in. We already have a very weak-minded, sort of, like we said earlier, frail mentality in these sort of games. So it was important that we started off fast. It was important we started off strong. I felt like we attempted that. We didn't do that successfully, but we did look like we were pressing high. It did look like we were trying to win the ball back and we were trying to create, but it was up to the forward line to be a bit more clinical, especially I think the likes of Sonny, Richie, and Lucas all kind of disappointed in their own kind of unique ways. And also as well, I'll be honest, I think Perisic was probably receiver of some of the best chances to be able to create for others and be able to create goals, and just wasted every single one of them. He wasn't as frustrating as like a Sessegnon is, who can't even get the ball into the box into the first place, but Perisic just missed his man every single time, and probably could have had 2 or 3 assists if you ask me from open play. I genuinely think he could have, and he missed all those chances. And so to bottom Duda, by not taking advantage of those chances that Sheffield gave us, I don't even think they were really that great defensively. I think they did give us some space and they gave us chances. The more we didn't take them, the more likely we were going to get punished for it. And I agree with you. And also, the more confident Bramall Lane got, the more likely the Sheffield United players probably thought there's maybe something in this.
Do you know, I'll add to that, chat. There was one move we had inside the first, I think, 10 minutes. And I remember saying to you, this could come back to haunt us, because that was the chance. I think it was Lucas Moore and Richarlison being untidy between them. That fucked up the chance. But I mean, what I'd add to that is Sheffield United knew that too. They set up in the first half, right? Yeah. They came at us in the second half because they knew that was the half to do it. Because they knew in these cup games, the longer these go on, the more some of them players have been a part of these results and know what's going to happen. And it turned out exactly like that.
Yeah, the longer the game went on, they believed a lot.
Right, Phil? They started pressing us up high.
Yeah. I could sense that. Yeah. And they were getting more of the ball. They were attacking more. They were ruthless in the challenge. The will to get the ball back. Continually attacking us. We just sat off and let them attack us. Really. They believed they could get the result and win the game, and ultimately they did.
Yeah.
Which is fucking
heart-wrenching.
DG here with a super chat saying, where in the heavens was Royale? He is informed. DG, I might take this one. Believe me, I'm a big defender of Royale, but Pedro Porro's got to come in sometime. This felt like the right game for him. Maybe he didn't have probably the best sort of right-sided center back behind him, Sanchez, but he actually looked a lot better, I think, in this game than he did against the likes of Leicester City. That being said, he could do better. It's just, I don't think this needs to fall on Emerson's shoulders. This doesn't even need to fall on Romero's shoulders. It needs to fall on the players that were asked to make the call tonight, were asked to do the job, and they just simply can't. I think it's just sickening and it's exhausting to have to ask Romero and all these guys to step in and do the job for them. Because in my opinion, then what the hell are they even in here for the first place? Because it's not even like they play very much. But big yourself up, DG.
Yeah,
it's also crazy to see the turnaround of Royale. Now everybody's asking for Royale to come back in.
The only little shining light in this game tonight, well, if there is any, was Lucas for me, and he hasn't even been playing recently. That just shows that these players tonight that come into the starting 11 just aren't good enough.
Hotspur
But,
J
yeah.
saying starters in the defense the last 6 times we were knocked out in the FA Cup were Dyer, Davies, and Sanchez in 18-19, Dyer and Sanchez in 19-20, Dyer and Sanchez in 2021, Dyer and Sanchez 21-22, Dyer and Davies 22-23, Dyer, Davies, and Sanchez for this one. I would say the most common denominator is absolutely Moonhead. So you do wonder why we always get on his case. Maybe there it is. Thank you very much, Hotspur J. Great research, my friend. Big yourself up. Great comment there. And then Paul Beatty, member from 9 months, put those Muppets on the supporters train home. 0 effort in the second half, strolling around weak, no men on the pitch. Dave, I think you've heard this before. Have them make their own way home.
Look, I wouldn't be giving them the luxurious coach home. Why should they? Like,
Walk on.
look, they need to start learning to take a bit of responsibility. They need to hear the truth on what some fans think of them. They do. You're seeing them out there in training sometimes after losing. You're getting training videos and they're there high-five each other and having a laugh and a joke. And I know people are going to say, Dave, for fuck's sake, that's harsh. They're allowed to enjoy it. Yeah, enjoy it when you're winning. That's when you enjoy it. And when you lose, you work even harder. That's the way it should be. We're talking about elite level professional football. You enjoy it when you win. And if you're not winning, you fucking work harder to become a winner. But when you see our training videos coming out and these guys are acting the prick, high-fiving, doing stupid handshakes, having a laugh, and you're like, we just lost at the weekend. If that was me, I'd be fucking angry. I hate it.
We have, 100%, Dave, and we haven't got them sort of players, them sort of characters in this team to fucking tell these players that what you've done tonight was shit. It was fucking shit. We should have won tonight. We should have won this game tonight. And they'll go into training tomorrow. Forget everything that's happened tonight and just carry on as normal. But we haven't got any characters in this team that can, give them a bollocking. Like a Roy Keane, that type of player. A captain in the team, a proper leader that can, give him some shit. Like,
do you know what the problem is, though, Phil? It's all behind closed doors. Start opening up the training to the public like they do over in Spain and see if them players fucking come out there and smile on their face after a loss. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Big yourself up, Paul Beatty, my man, and thank you for the 9 months. And believe me, I hope they make their way home. And it'd be nice, actually, if they were actually on that train home, the long train home as well. I completely agree. Leon Stevens, he's a Sheffield United fan, and he's saying, "Here's a Sheffield United fan, lads. It just felt like your big players like Sonny, Richarlison, and to some extent Perisic felt entitled to the victory." What would you say?
That's
to that,
true.
Wes?
I agree with him. Oh, is it going to me?
Yeah, it's headed to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I completely agree. And shout out to your boys. Your boys, they literally holding the fort. They kept us at 0-0 throughout most of the game. When they took their chance, and then y'all got the game. Like, y'all did what y'all supposed to do. So point blank in the period, our guys did exactly what we've been seeing them do a lot of games when it's important games like this. And the other team took the advantage, and they the
Richie
ones
and
who
Perisic being entitled, maybe Sonny
Oh,
being entitled.
yeah.
He says Sonny as well. He says
Sonny
was entitled.
definitely. He's been starting for no reason. He should be coming off the bench by this point, and then Juma should probably be starting point blank. It's like Sonny, he needs to be coming off the bench until I don't care. Stanley tried to say it was for him having a small minor injury, which I think is BS. I think just tell the truth. Say he hasn't been informed, but put him on the bench. But Sonny's a very confident player, which is why you have to be careful what you say around him. Which is another reason why I say he's light. He's very light. I think that's the best way for me to say what I really want to say. But he's light. That's all I have to say. I love Ledef. He's still my favorite player by far, but he's light, and it's very much showing this season.
Yeah, spot on.
What did we say to Leon here, Dave?
Look, first of all, fair play to you. Look, I hope you go on to win it. Now, any side that Tottenham go out to, I hope they go on to win it. So at least I can say we went out to the winners. So look, credit to your boys tonight. But again, he's spot on. Like I said this time and time again before, Jack. When it comes to these games, They just don't want to be out there. They think they're too good. They think they can roll through the motions. They're like, look at me, I'm a big superstar. I'm a celebrity. I'm an international. I played at the World Cup. World Cup? I shouldn't be here at Bramall fucking late. That's their problem. That's the problem. And one thing I want to say just quickly is, look, I don't know whether Conte and Stellini are going to be here next year to take us forward. I don't know if the owners are going to be here after the summer and unless a bid comes in or whatever else. But one thing we have to be demanding this summer is a proper fucking clear out and restructuring of this. The whole squad, the loan players, if you have to cut contracts, fucking cut them. If you got losers in that back line and in that squad that don't want to be here and they won't go anywhere else, cut their fucking contract. Because I guarantee you now, they won't be long about fucking finding a new football club. But one thing that can't continue is these guys keep playing these sort of games, or even just continue on at Tottenham Hotspur in general. And I'm even talking, I'm throwing Perisic in there with this today, by the way. Joke, he can fuck off at the end of the season as well. He's here to retire. He's not here, he doesn't give a shit. I'm done with them all. I'm done with a lot of them. And this cannot continue going into next season, because if it does, forget about all the work we've done in the January in the summer transfer window. Forget who the fucking manager is, because they're still going to let you down at points like this next season. If we want real progress and we really want to see it, these guys have to go. And them owners and Paratici as well, who I've given a lot of praise to, they've got to fucking do it quicker. Because I'm not sitting here suffering another season because we want to save a few bucks here and a few bucks there. You want to try and resell them on because you think there's resale value. This summer's the last straw for me. Get the fucking players that are useless, deadwood, and they don't want to be here. Get them out this summer, because until then, it doesn't matter who the fucking manager is. It really does not matter.
Big yourself up, Leon, my friend, and honestly, congratulations to you. Wish we could be saying it to ourselves, but at the end of the day, fair play. And it's, if we do have players like you said that felt like they were just prima donnas or just too good for this sort of game, felt like they were not up for it, just too good for it. We didn't deserve it then, if that's the case. And, you guys can have it instead, because I don't want it then if our players feel that way. And if that's true. Simon Gibbs saying Spurs players in the 60s and 70s used to take the same bus to the stadium as the fans. Exactly what we want to be hearing. And honestly, exactly what we want to be seeing. But it's probably not the case anymore these days, Simon. And I wish it was the case that you could just say, make your own way home after these sort of performances. Going to get some final thoughts from everybody. Anybody that's still here, hit the like button, please. That's all I'm going to say. Phil, I'm going to get your final comments. Wes, I'm going to get your final comments, and then we're going to wrap it up. Phil, what would you say? Final words. Doesn't even need to be positive, Phil. I mean, your season's ruined in some cases, for the cup.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and be positive. I mean, I'm always going to be a Spurs fan. Same with you guys. You're always going to be a Spurs fan. That's never going to change. One thing I will say is, just try and be positive. There's still some sort of, season to be salvaged. If we do get top four and somehow get through to the latter stages of the Champions League, who knows? We've got to the final before, but I can't see us doing that again with this squad that we have. But like Dave said, we need to get rid of all these players that aren't good enough for this club, and it needs to be done at the start of next season. Can't be any longer than that. And then we need to get players to replace them that are good enough for this squad. And that's all I'll say, really.
Oh, all right, Wes.
For me, to me, I think the season's over with. There's no realistic chance for us getting to a final of the Champions League and winning it. And even if we do get a final, there's no chance of us winning it. So, it'd be literally a miracle if somehow we were able to pull off even getting that far in or even getting to a semifinal. We literally had to have Lucas Moura play the best football of his life to even get there. And we didn't even have Harry Kane. And for some reason, we started Harry Kane the final game. So, to me, the season's over with. For me, I don't care nothing about top four, because all that does, it just helps the ownership. The ownership doesn't do anything whenever we do get top four. It's the same old. they keep on blasting out to the media saying, "Oh, we're about to get a whole bunch of players." Ends up with getting a whole lot less than what they initially say to, garner hype and make sure the season tickets are still being sold. It's going to be the same old again if we make top 4 again. So I don't care nothing about top 4. We can make top 4. Of course, I'd be happy if we do, but if we don't, I'm not going to care either way. I kind of hope we do. I hope we make 5th or something stupid because, the ownership, they need to sell the club. So we could just have we have a different ownership of a different type of ambition, an ambition that we haven't seen since, since like decades in the past. We need, we just need we need something fresh going on here. When it comes to what I think we need, what I think we need to make a clean slate, like how people are saying, get rid of these players, we're going to have to completely start at defense. And that's going to be getting rid of the players that have been here too long, get a new set of defenders in, and of course, solve the next, who's going to be the next starting goalkeeper. Then that's going to be the 2 main points, because we're not going to win games if we can't defend. It's just not, we can't keep going where we're thinking attack, and we're already playing a formation that doesn't really get us set up for our attack that well already. So it's just best that we work on our defense, especially if we keep the same manager, which I kind of at this point doubt that's going to happen too. Yeah. So especially after this, that's another thing. After this loss, I don't even if we make top 4 and all that, I think still possibility that he's not going to continue. It's going to be very much a long shot. If we somehow won this competition or stayed in all the way to the final and say we did good, at least in the final, but maybe we lost or maybe we won, I think then there was a possibility for him staying. If we somehow get killed in the Champions League, I think it's pretty much over from there. But I think with this loss, I think it's over with Conte probably continuing.
So much to be unsure about. Yeah. So much to be unsure about. And so
but that's my thing. That's my thoughts.
No, I appreciate them both from you and Phil. I do appreciate them. Dave, and it's not easy as well. You guys putting up a brave face as well. Not easy. Dave, I'm going to get your final thoughts. And then also Dermatron with the super chat here is saying, we used to have players who cared about the fans and the club, but both do you. Thank you all for what you do. But Dermo, I think the players these days, there is that sort of disconnect, it feels like, where maybe there is that less of that connection. And also, let's be honest, they are a bit more distant from the fan base, but you still get it from the modern players, I would say too, Dermot. You have, of course, Romero seems to be very connected to the fans. You have Emerson, almost practically jumping into the crowd and every game. It's just some players seem to have that connection and other players maybe don't. But Dave, your final words?
Yeah, look, my final words is stop being nice to some of these players. I don't want to hear any more of the excuse they're human beings. I don't want to hear any more of the excuse you don't like them here and being booed or told home truths in their own fucking stadium. I've had enough of it. I don't like going out to Colchester. I don't like going out to Zagreb. I don't like being embarrassed by part-timers Mora. I don't like going out to the Europa Conference League. I don't like going out in the early rounds of the Cups and never lifting a fucking trophy, right? And I'm not accepting their shit anymore. They're going to get it when I'm over there. They're going to hear me. Every bad touch, every bad pass, I'm going to be on their fucking case because it's the only way these guys are going to wake up. If you sit there and accept it, they're just going to sit there and do it again and again and again and again. These guys are not untouchable. They may be, well-paid fucking superstars, but they're not untouchable. And they're too far away from fucking reality. And they need to be brought back down to it. No more cushy, nicest with them. I still hear people saying, oh, look, Sanchez is good enough to be here. He's fucking wank. He's absolutely useless. Start calling them out. If you see them, fucking boo them if they've been shit. They deserve to hear it. Because clearly no one else inside Tottenham Hotspur is fucking telling them. So if they're not going to tell them, then it's on us fans to make it fucking heard. And that's where I'm ending off today.
I like that's a good place to end out. That's how I especially felt like as the end of the day is whether you want to blame the manager for picking these guys. These are still the same guys that have caused the same pain back in 2018 under Poch for similar games like it was against Colchester, and it's still leading up to days under Conte. So that's how I stand on it. But we're going to leave it there, everybody. Not sure what content is coming next, but just stay tuned for it because obviously we're going to stick by you as long as the season keeps trudging on like this, because we will try to get everything out there for you. We'll also get a good maybe sort of panel show if we can, maybe at some stage, but we still have Wolves only just around the corner, everybody, up on Saturday. We still have that match against Wolves to to look into as well, everybody. So hopefully we get that turned around then, but it's a different competition entirely. I mean, the FA Cup, it's a different competition. It's all ruined. It's just simple as. But I think we're going to leave it there. Hit the like on the way out. Really do appreciate you all that have tuned in. Really do appreciate you all that have been able to stick with us throughout it. I imagine plenty were able to turn off the TV, but maybe you didn't turn off the watch along, and we do appreciate that. Yes, Dave.
I just want to say quickly one last thing. Look, I know a lot of us are angry, upset, frustrated, numb with Tottenham Hotspur tonight. I fully get it, and it's going to take us probably a while to forgive any of them lot out there. But look, what I will say is, walking away, turning your back on the club, refusing to watch games, this, that, and the other. I get it's out of frustration and anger, but then it's just one less person keeping an eye on Tottenham Hotspur and making sure the right thing are done. So please don't walk away in your droves, because if we start doing that, then we're just done. Anyone can do what they want to us.
Yeah, spot on. We'll see you there, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see you for the fan show as well, and sometime in the future as well, everybody. But see you, everybody. Come on, you Spurs. Come take we trust.
Go on, you Spurs.
Everywhere we go.